Hey everyone, what's up? Welcome back. I am Pseudo, and this is Guild Wars 2. We're going to be playing some Engineer tonight. I'm pretty excited to jump back into this. NG's always been a favorite-ish of mine. It's very interesting. Kind of similar to Balanced a Warrior. And we're going to see if I can actually stream tonight. I've been having many internet issues because I live in a first world country called the third world country called the United States. So we'll see if Spectrum can hold it out. We will give it one shot, but providing we can, we'll be giving away some gold running around the Borderlands. And as you can tell, I'm super happy because I got to finish work today, but it's all right. We're in here, out there, talking to you people, and we're going to get this going in a bit. This won't be the best build. I kind of had to throw it together, but I'm excited to at least try NG if nothing else, and I've always loved the spear animations, so we're definitely going to be comboing that hopefully a little bit better now that they've tuned it up just a little bit since the last time I tried it. Gonna have to change some keybinds to start off, but welcome back everybody. Hopefully you're well. I stream Monday, Wednesday, sometimes Friday at 9. If you're new here, if you're old, thank you for joining. It's always appreciated. Let me see what button I can sacrifice for the gods of having an F5 profession, because we're gonna have to get used to this. Hey Lex, what's up? Welcome back. Also, we had an unbelievable number of people subbed on YouTube, as well as followed on Twitch, as well as a couple subs on Twitch over the break. Thank you so much. I try to give people head pats. Just a lot. Subbed, followed, Vargrenier, Dryce, Doctors, or Dryce or Doctors, 031, as well as Muriel, and Beanie Hunter, and a whole bunch of other people. Thank you so much, guys. I am glad you are enjoying the videos out there. Making Ranger NG in the expansion. I'm probably going to try both. I wanted to ask everybody what they wanted me to try out first, because my initial thought, Lex, was I actually want to hear from the audience on this, because I initially was like, okay, well, we have a limited time for the beta. What's going to be the most valuable thing that I could do, right? And I was going to do just like a pseudo reads the skills of things, but honestly, Captain Crapface and a whole bunch of other people have sort of done these like 6 to 7 minute like overviews of how the classes actually like are built and play, and how their new, you know, motivation for Paragon works, and how their new resources work. So I don't feel like I'd 100% be adding something to that. I think I just want to try NG and Ranger, honestly, because, and give my first impressions, because those are the two, Gale Shot and obviously Amalgam, that seem the coolest to me anyway. We don't have harvesting tools, and that's a no-go, chat. Wonder where they all are. Oh well, we'll find some harvesting tools here in a second. But how are you guys doing? Hopefully you're well, hopefully you're enjoying. Sorry for the little post on YouTube. Hopefully it looks alright, sounds alright. I did a speed test before the stream to make sure that we were actually good, but you never know with these things, so it could be choppy AF. And if it is, we might have to call it here tonight, but we'll see, we'll see. Do my best here. How about sanctioning vids into PvE, open world, PvP, and world vs. world? That'd be... See, here's the thing. The beta's already happening, and I've got, like, a bunch of stuff coming up, so I don't want to, like, commit to too much stuff. I'm mostly asking you guys, like, personally what you would enjoy, because if people are here, then... Okay, we look crispy, chat. If people are here, I assume that their vote weighs a little bit more, because that's like stream content, and that's what I would be streaming. So I'd be more interested in trying out, like, hey, I want to see this interaction or see how this plays or whatever sort of thing there. All right, let's double check it on Twitch as well. We will be giving away some gold, so get subbed or followed if you need to for the bot. And we should be good. Hopefully people aren't too miserable in the push beta as well. I've heard this one's kind of a nightmare with Necromancer, but it is what it is. There's always going to be something that's unbelievably overpowered. Twitch and YouTube. Alright. Copy link. Paste link. We did it. Did it, chat. YouTube's got a new player and I hate it. I not like the vid. You give short thoughts of what you think for each game mode, because people either need tooltips or focus on one aspect. That's a little bit clearer. Yeah, I might be able to do something like that. Sort of like, here's Gale Shot, here's the things that I think it excels at for world versus world, here's the things that I think it doesn't. I'm definitely going to try to focus on like the two that interest me the most, which are probably Amalgam and Gale Shot, but we'll see. I'll probably spend at least a nanosecond on Paragon, because people come here for warrior content, and that's what they feel like they expect. My two thoughts on Paragon initially are just, I think Captain Crapface nailed it, where one of the chants or whatever it's called needs to be offensive, right? Needs to actually trigger on hit like burst traits, if that makes any sense. So we'll see. See what we get for that. But what are you guys excited for? I'm definitely excited for customizability on NG, if nothing else. Hey, we didn't even lose our spot in Desert. Sick. Happy you don't have to switch your main. At least you don't have to switch your main back and forth, because Mechanist definitely had its period of being overpowered AF, and then it kind of decided that was a no-go, so... Actually don't. At least not for PvP and PvE. It's still alright for World versus World, but it really doesn't have a role in each, and I think if there's one class other than Bladesworn that I'd like to see them tune up, it's probably Mechanist. If they get some development budget. Otter. You're not gonna play Evoker because of your name, Otter? Oh man. Again, shout out to Jonathan Young for this song. Ritualist seems summoner that you thought of. Ritualist seems to be the summoner you thought Evoker would be. Evoker's kind of it's more of a shaman, like kind of like Dream Set, I think, where you have this perpetual spirit that you have out, and then the spirit does stuff, right? Didn't even equip the gathering tools I just spent all that time getting. You can tell I'm super organized today, chat. Alright. But I know a lot of people have started doing tier lists as well, and there's just something I wanted to kind of not dwell on, but sort of mention. There seems to be a weird amount of like, this class looks awesome, or screw this elite spec on predominantly Reddit, but like kind of all over the forums. And we haven't even gotten to play with them yet. Like, it's just like, especially toward like, you know, I don't know if it's other Bladesworns being jealous of Galeshot or people just memeing on Galeshot for being unbelievably mechanically overpowered compared to Bladesworn. And it's like, I think that people just need to like, there's no one in my chat, believe me, but just like, can we chill out on the weird elite spec hate for other things that we don't even have yet? And I understand a lot of people just like say, no, it's not overpowered because they don't want the overpowered thing to get nerfed, or they main ranger or whatever, but it's like, it's just weird. I don't think NG is going to be that overpowered either, Dream, but it's just, I figured I'd mention it because it's something I've seen. It's an interesting discussion point where people don't even have the thing and they're already complaining about it. And it's like, or like complaining in the other direction about it, like, no, it's not overpowered, it's underpowered, buff it. And it's like, bro, August 20th, we'll find out, man. Oh, man. I think that NG just has an interesting discussion point, if nothing else, because a lot of people forget how... I mean, maybe, you know, not everyone has been playing Bladesworn for the past 2 years. I don't know why you wouldn't have. It's a perfectly engineered and balanced spec. But, like, a lot of people forget how big of a detriment not having 2 weapons is. And that's, like, huge. So, I don't know. Because in order to have 2 weapons on Amalgam, unlike Hollowsmith, or even kind of almost... not even Mechanist, but like Hollowsmith, you have to give up a utility skill or an elite skill to the gods of having that, right? And it's kind of a thing. I'm just gonna nuke this Harpy. Let's do this thing. I'm so glad Prime Life Beam got its damage back. Harpy OP chat. But how are you guys doing? Scrapper's just versatile. Scrapper's the spellbreaker of Engineer, you know? Might need some more damage on this build, chat. I am taking firearms, but... No, I subbed in out firearms. Might have to sub in firearms. Swatch Twitch for analytics. You can also swap. Thank you for reminding me, D&D. If you do win gold tonight, you will get double if you win over on Twitch. So I know a lot of people prefer YouTube. I know a lot of people prefer Twitch. Either way, totally fine with me. But if you do win while entering over on Twitch, you will win double gold. So that is just for the analytics over there, because Twitch has no discoverability algorithm, so we'll see how it goes. But thank you again to all the new subs and followers and whatnot over the break. Asking the internet to not be weird, bold strategy. I know, right? I shouldn't have even acknowledged it. Oh, did they fix that? Oh my god, chat. I think they fixed the thing where your character model is like off axis, or maybe it's only a Norn thing. I might have to go test that. Hang on. Your engineer character model wouldn't do a full flip before when you use the Spear 5, so you were off axis. I gotta test this. Hang on. Yep, already got our first bit of lag, so... Let me know if we start dropping frames or if we get any, like, huge lag spikes like that on your end, chat. I think that Spear will work a lot better on Amalgam than a lot of other NG Elite specs because it gets a block that it can take, although you do have to give up a stun break. Maybe it's just Desert that's lagging. Weird. If I swap to Firearms, do Alchemy, 1 Hollow, Vipers and Spirit works well? Alright, well, I'll give that a shot, thank you. I had to kind of throw this build together, so we'll see. What is this, 2, 2, 3? I'm not taking 3. Not when equal and opposite is in the game. Absolutely not. Firearms do 2, 2, 3. Are you sure? I don't think I have that much crit on this build. I don't need the condition damage. I'll take one out of your 3 traits for advice, and I'll swap to Firearms. How about that? And then what were your alchemy suggestions? 3, 3, 1. I think that's what I was taking. Nope, not even close. Game barrier successfully found with a leap or wow, that's really good. I didn't know they put that in the game. 3, 3, 1. We can do that. Or the other ones. Yeah, the other ones are kind of bad, especially when I have Fury from that. Medkit bonus, incoming healing, triggers that. Gain protection when disabled. Super speed, also gain vigor. I don't think I have vigor anymore. So I'm going to keep the vigor trait just because I'm running rivers. I will take your trait line choices though. Thank you for the advice. New engineer spec is a melee spec for sure. I think it really depends, but quite possibly because it has dragon trigger that just kills barrier. I'm so excited for that breaks barrier skill dream. That is just so cool. Let's stick with rival. Be interesting to see, because Calor has already said how that Amalgam seems like quite a versatile spec, even with Evoker in the game. So we'll see what people end up building it as. I'm very excited nonetheless. We should queue up for EBG as well, chat. Oh, fake queue. Perfect. Today's the last day for push. Good. Not because I hate push, because I hate this meta. And honestly, I don't even hate the meta that much, chat. I just think that Necromancer got way overtuned. I think that Transfusion should probably stay in the game, but not to, like, the degree it's at. So, we'll see. Let's give chat some engagement as well here. Type exclamation. Now that we've seen all 9, I sort of did this last time, but we hadn't seen all 9. Type exclamation point the specialization for Visions of Eternity that you are the most excited for. You have to be followed on Twitch or just exist on YouTube. Usual stuff. As I clean the crap out of my eyes. Oh my god. You ever just have a day, chat? Oh my god. Make sure my eyebrows are put on correctly. Ugh. Oh my gosh, I can see. It's amazing. I might go toolkit as well. I really do like tools. Even with the grenade velocity increase that they put in the game. That is so far. That's a far 900, dude. Plus the AoE. What's the AoE on these? Just whatever, because it's 3 projectiles. It's just whatever. This one's a little bit bigger. This one 900 as well. It is. Yep, that one's a little bit bigger. Alright, sick. Learning stuff about engineer. Okay, gotta do exclamation point Amalgamator. But thank you. Appreciate it. So we can go get some Zerging fights while we do this, chat. Again, apologies for the post, and then I took it down because I didn't want to confuse people, but I'll put it back up if Spectrum decides that I'm not allowed to stream, but should be fun finishing all my work for today at like midnight tonight. But it is what it is. I have a flexible schedule for a reason. A lot of Amalgam, lot of Amalgam. It would be interesting if Amalgam was a step toward introducing the technology so that Mechanist could have its tool belt skills back. That's for sure. I'm more interested in them developing tech so that the old backpacks can be dyeable, because if the old backpacks become dyeable, It might not be just, what's it called? The legendaries. We might get some others as well, which would be pretty cool. Does the tool belt? I don't think the tool belt cleanses Conda. He's a pad gadgeteer. No, but it does do this, which is pretty cool. That's pretty good, yeah. Flamethrower kit has a stun break on it, I believe now, right? Yep. I can go utility goggles. I'm definitely okay with that. Just 2 conditions removed base. That's really interesting. We'll go flamethrower. I haven't used it much. What do you do? 4-5 and just nuke the kids? Yep. That's still air blast. That's still flame blast. And this is a stun break. Alright, sick. When will, what's it called? Become a stun break? Rocket kick. Rocket kick will never be allowed to be good, but it'd be really interesting if it ever was. Because it's attached to rocket boots, you know? But yeah, exclamation point. The class that you're the most, or the specialization that you're the most excited for in chat, you gotta be followed on Twitch or just exist on YouTube. Again, you're welcome to follow, enter, unfollow. It's just how the bot works. And as I recall, Flamethrower 5 does infinity damage now. It hits through walls. Oh, but I have tiny rocket boots. 600 is traded rocket boots really go from 6 to 1200? No, it goes from 6 to 9. All right. I was like, there's no way it goes from 6 to 12. What's my gear looking like? A lot of silly in here. Not pure silly, I don't think. I'm okay with this for now. Throw together build. Look at your new fashion. All right, mister. Are you that lady from Elden Ring? No, but it's pretty sick. I like the tattooed chest piece. Very blue. You're a very blue thief. Yeah, I think it gives you like 2 seconds of super speed or something like that. It is pretty fun. Let me grab a lot of menu inventory management tonight. Hold on, chat. How much super cake do we have? None. Good. All right. Grab a primer. So I don't have to worry about this. Dreamology is 100% defending my body. No, really. And do I have any cake? Have I done enough squats? I have some cake. I don't have a ton of cake. We'll just buy more cake, chat. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna just buy things mood today. Money solves problems. It doesn't, but, you know. Here we are. Follow-up question. This is not for money or anything, because we still haven't done our first drawing. Which will be for at least 25, if not 50 gold. But why are you excited for what you're excited for? I never do. I never do silhouette. Never do enough squats. Welcome, dude. What are you the most excited for? I'm just gonna guess Paragon. I guess you're a huge Paragon fan. Type exclamation point the specialization you're most excited to try in chat. Not excited about anything. Paragon it is. I just think Paragon needs one other chance to be offensive, and I think it'll be fine, honestly. You know we don't make real money from that. Like, we make real money, but not like real money. Like, a real amount, you know? Amalgam was pretty cool. Honestly, I think Conduit's underrated as well. And Conduit's got some sauce to it that people have yet to figure out, and it's not just going to be in the stats. But we'll see. Gonna get better on my flamethrower tech, chat. I'm also definitely not pressing Bladesworn buttons by accident. Do we own this entire map? Jesus. I think Amalgam is going to be like the most played in the expansion, at least to start off. Because the thing with Amalgam that I realized as well is it's complicated, but it's not like super complicated. And I think things even like Gale Shot are scaring a lot of people, if that makes any sense. Where they're like, I don't know if I'm comfortable with third weapon swap, even though it's really just a super form like Reaper has. Like, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, we're like map queued and we haven't run into like anything yet. I don't know what's going on, man. I think Amalgam is the most balanced looking spec. And not in terms of power level, because I do think a lot of the stuff is overtuned, but I think a lot of the stuff, even on Paragon's overtuned. We'll see. I'm excited, you're excited, dude. Make all the PvE build videos that I can't. And by can't, I mean don't want to. This one will run full Selly gear. Honestly, you could just cut out, like, the parts where you say their names for the old videos with new footage, and just put, like, Amalgam uses Celestial gear. Or open world survivability. I think that'd be pretty good. I'm gonna rocket boots this guy. A lot of burning, chat. It's a lot of red guys, chat. Getting on the wrong weapon set as well. Definitely. I'll never get out of combat. I don't get to get out of combat. Careful, Dream. Got like 3. I'm still in combat. Oh, Dream got this guy. Gotta try to get him. I don't think I have any secure stomps on this build as part of the problem, though. Nope. Sorry, dude. That was my bad. I think you're right, though. Just gotta remember where my buttons are to start the stream. Let me be in Spear! No! I don't want to fight you. Oop. Might have just killed myself, chat. Oh, I have a hollow form, right. It's kind of a thing. Kinda forgot. It'd be pretty funny. I'm glad Dragon Hunter's still relevant somewhere. Thank you for the cover, Dream. You can stealth res. Yeah, I need a secure stomp. So I guess I have stab. I have stab on CC. And this flashbang does CC, so if I was good, I definitely could have. About to purchase the referral. Where's your referral link? It should be in the description of the YouTube video. But let me go grab it for you. Again, exclamation point while I do this, chat. Because I should have it ready. Exclamation point, the specialization that you are the most excited for. You have to be followed on Twitch or just exist on YouTube. Also, thank you for the subscription over on YouTube, Otter. Welcome, dude. Let me get this because the referral... So, Silhouette, I have a question for you while you're here. When you put your referral link into... That's true, the F1 is a stun. When you put your referral link into... What's it called? YouTube, it like eats the referral link and does like the YouTube shortening thing. And in the documentation we were given that I can actually talk about, it says not to use link shorteners. So do you know if that like works with YouTube embedding? Because I don't. And I kind of wanted to bring that up, but I feel like I don't want to be annoying, you know? What's the range on the F1? It's like tiny, right? It's like melee? Yeah, like 180. It's like literal... And you have to have a target. Interesting. Like, they wouldn't give it to us if it... Let me put it this way. If YouTube didn't work, I'm sure somebody would have already complained, right? Probably, because they've been doing this crap for, like, years, so... It's interesting, because I wanted to just throw it in a tiny CC, but, you know... Alright. But yeah, if you'd like to buy Visions of Eternity, or if you're just starting the game, feel free to use either the referral link or the free link, or if you don't want to use mine, use Silhouette's, or if you don't want to use his, use somebody's. And we should be good there. Let me change up my runes as well. I think I want Firebrand runes. Definitely. Firebrand, decent amount of boon duration. Yeah, this is fine. What are my energy cleansing? Stars. Okay, I'm okay with this. Kind of like your vanilla Selly NG build, but it's got a decent amount of damage output. I think Hollow 5 is also a... Did they fuck the animation on that? I think I'm just lagging to shit tonight, chat. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm sure it's normal. Or maybe if you hold forward, it fucks the animation? I don't know. That's very strange. Yeah, I like how Boy said one of his streams titled Gale Shot Waiting Room, and now it's like Slime Warrior Waiting Room or whatever. You know? Everybody was like, Gale Shot! And everyone's like, Slime Mancer! It's good, though. I really do think that all 9 of these elite specs really look cool. And I'm just so excited, dude. I mean, that's what you gotta do, Silhouette. You gotta be able to talk forever about nothing. I told you the stories, man. When I first started, I only had a couple of viewers, and I just did this because I enjoyed it. And I still only do it because I enjoy it, but what the fuck just killed me? That's a check-in combat log for whatever the crap that was. Having some interesting interactions tonight, chat. May have to turn my character model limit up. Get used to these animations here. Yeah, it's because you built your platform on YouTube. We're actually doing kind of low tonight for viewers, but is what it is. I assume people are just busy. Or they're getting tired of the troll thumbnails, one of the two. I kind of, I want to do like a roundup on this series of like I'm done stuff. I might just talk for a little bit about that, because it's kind of been a little bit of a meta commentary on this thing of like, oh, I'm quitting this class, or like this class is terrible now, or like I'm quitting Guild Wars, where quit is such like an absolute word I feel like people use in video games, but they always come back, you know? I think it's funny. I'm dying. Getting well bent, chat. Hey, I got a dude. Gotta not overheat, but I got a dude. I'm proud of me. Does that give me stability? It does! Neat! Hell yeah! Won our first 1v1 tonight, chat. I'm proud of us. That was a community effort, really. Especially with all the advice. Thank you. I should have gotten out of combat and switched to my, stacking weapon. Oh, we're on the Bladesworn days. Can I fight the Mystic Forge attendant? Or does she just, like, threaten you? She doesn't actually, like, move. That's funny. She knows, man. She's like, oh, man, this is the person that keeps buying my stuff with Mystic Coins. I'm not fucking with that person. Alright, let me check some stuff, chat. Hang on. Fight her? I'm not gonna fight her. She's just minding her own, doing her own thing. I also have a question for you, chat. So, I bought a 5070 Ti at slightly above the MSRP because Asus, you know, without saying the tariff word, oops, I bought a 5070 Ti at slightly above MSRP at 830, right? And it's barely worth the 750. but I just was able, and I haven't put it in the computer yet. It's been sitting in my kitchen. I know, great use of money, but I was just able to actually get a 5080. Not that it will affect things, but would you rather take a 5070, if you could, a 5070 Ti for 830, or would you rather take the 5080 for 1,000? I'm gonna sell one of them. I'm not rich, dude. But I'm just asking chat, because my original plan for this generation was to get a 5080 and then run it into the ground, but the problem with that is this generation sucks ass. So, I don't know, I figured I'd poll the audience. So if you have an opinion, let me know in the comments as well. Or you can just yell at me. Oh, that's my one stupid purchase for this year, and I already made it. Yeah, part of the problem as well is the 5070 I would have to resell, and I would only get the... Oh god, I'm dead. I deserve that for talking about graphics cards on the internet. I would only get the actual... What's it called back? I wouldn't get the tax back. I would only recoup part of the even marked up cost. Like, it would only make the 830 back. I wouldn't make up the 830 plus tax. So... What do I think of Antiquary? I think Antiquary is a lot more interesting than people gave it credit for going into it. What's really weird is a lot of my friends who actually aren't even excited about the last 3 outside of Slimemancer, because I think Slimemancer is universally everybody's baby. Are actually really excited for Antiquary. I don't know how the fuck they balance Antiquary in the long run for PvP, but we'll see. What issues did the 5080 have? Nah, because I heard the 5090 connectors were melting, but the only thing I heard from the 5080 was they could be short the ROPs, whatever they're called. I don't know what it stands for. And as long as you check that while it's in the return period, then, you know, make sure your card is what it says it is, then you're fine. But you may have heard something that I didn't. I think the Thief Elite, the main downside is you can't move while using it. I wouldn't be surprised if, like, that ends up following your character in a smaller radius or something like that. I think the Thief Elite, where you just, like, start grabbing random shit out of the ground, might be stationary, actually, come to think of it, because 2 of them are, like, stun break movement skills, right? So maybe in order to balance that out, they, sort of met everybody halfway. Maybe EBG is lagging, chat, because we're not dropping any frames. Very interesting. Alright, let's do this first giveaway. Again, the question was, which Elite Spec are you the most excited for? Silhouette entered all of them. I'm very curious. I feel like actual Mayani would kick your ass, you know? Yeah, but there's no way the lag delay is that big, Alcatraz. Let me make sure it got everybody. Interesting. Bot seems to have gotten everybody. Red Planet Apples, you have won. Congrats. Over on Twitch, that is double gold at 50 gold. Thank you very much. Character name or an account name whenever you can. And I will shoot you 50 gold. Or you can whisper Salem, S-A-L-E-M, all one word, and I will get that over to you. Locking up many driver... NVIDIA solves some of the driver issues remain where you get black screens. But not the 5070 Ti's, no? Interesting. I'm just glad NG got some development time, man. Engineer seems pretty dope. Huh. And those issues are still a thing with the 5080 now? Alright, well, thank you. Appreciate it. Paragon's less bad than I think people think it is. That was a double immobilize. Get some super speed on this bitch. Is this guy just... One of them's a thief and one of them's a hammer spellbreaker. Fuck off. One of them's job is to just CC you to hell, and the other one's job is to just kill you. I couldn't get away from this if I was out with my blade sworn, dude. This is ridiculous. Oh my god. This is insane. Oh, I did get away. Oh, fuck blade sworn. Class sucks. See what I mean? We got some, like, weird lag, chat. Maybe that's the... Like, I can stream, but that's the armistice we make where we just, like, everything's animation, delayed. It's alright. We did it. It'd be funny if Paragon's bad in PvE, since that seems to be the thing that it's designed to do. It would be really... Like, I made the joke that I'd die laughing if Paragon was a melee DPS spec, right? I think I'd die laughing even harder if Paragon's designed to be a support alacrity spec and sucks at that. I don't know, man. I don't see how they don't just, like, crazily overtune all the Paragon numbers for PvE. I mean, Paragon doesn't compete with Firebrand because Firebrand does quickness, right? So it's Paragon versus whatever the best alacrity support spec is, right? Also, I almost messaged you about the silhouette. I want to give a big shout out to the one guy who called me a liar in my comments about making 26,000 gold in a year. You guys watched me do it, like, over time. I literally just make and sell End of Dragons legendaries. And because I give it away, I'm down to, like, 5,000, 4,500 gold again. Like, I'm gonna sell another one, like, next week. Just over time, dude. So thank you for that. And he was doing it not because of my video, but he was doing it because apparently someone else made a video saying they made like 1,000 gold in a week. And he was like, that person's a liar. There's no way I tried it. There's no way you can do that over and over. And I was like, I didn't make that. I'm not the same person. Like, you get that, right? Like, this is a completely different method from that. And I showed you how to do it and you can watch my streams. It's just funny, man. If farming gold is so easy in this game, why doesn't everybody? Why are people complaining Orax is so expensive? And it's like, I'm sorry you're having trouble making Orax, man. If you want money, come sit on my streams and just win it. It's just, like, so weird, man. People are just odd. It is what it is. It's whatever. I think it's interesting that Voker's gonna get to be a quickness or alacrity spec with one trait. I'd be quite happy if they make all the other things able to do quickness or alacrity with one trait. Actually, that's a good question. How do you feel about that silhouette? Is that, like, completely screw PvE balance, or is that just a good thing at this point for Elementalist? Oh, absolutely, Alcatraz. Like I said, I wasn't actually rich or even close to this in this game until I started making End of Dragons legendaries, because I hadn't found the method that worked for me. But I 100% agree with that. The more money you have, the easier it is to make more money, because you have, like, the seed money for legendaries and whatnot. Hey, I'm glad he balanced the economy, dumb vids. I love Festival of the Four Winds. We might have to go do some of that. Dumped all his gold. Made a 40k profit. That's nuts. He actually got stuff? Because I know multiple people in our guild have done the 1,000 boxes thing. I really want to run Toolkit just to pull some of these people. It's competing with itself because you think Catalyst and Tempest are just better than Evoker. I'm gonna find something to fight, but it's like all Zergs tonight, chat. We got that 1v1. Kind of okay with that. That's nuts. You can invite him. That's totally fine, Dream. You can invite D&D. No, I know. I'm just curious about what Silhouette thinks, because he's, along with my Raider friends, he's the closest thing I have to an endgame Raider friend these days. What was really funny was a lot of my other PvE friends thought that the first batch looked terrible, including Gale Shot, except they kind of thought that one looked okay, but the other two, like Troubadour and... what was the other one they showed? Luminary looked terrible. The second three looked better, and the last three were the ones that were, like, juiced. And I do agree that the last three seemed the most juiced, but I don't agree at all that the middle three kind of sucked. In my opinion, I don't think... if anything, I think the middle three, were the weakest. God, that just hits people. It's just AoE damage, chat. Flamethrower is crazy strong now for Zerging. What could go wrong? Lead the charge. Lead the charge. That's a clone. Lead the charge in the opposite direction. I'm so excited. I think the thing that I'm most excited for the expansion, other than it being Pirate World, chat, is the opportunity to do some more looking at the elite specs and then making characters based on all of the elite specs. I really enjoy doing that. Possibly more than anything else in this game, so I don't know if I can play the song, but we're going to try it. Please don't DMCA me, Linkin Park. The song rules. So you just think simple is better in PvE in general? At least for most people? That's kind of what it ended up being when we were doing Harvest Temple progression, at least. God, that's so much damage. Even into a Zerg. I'm glad they cleaned up Hollowsmith, man. It's such a cool class fantasy. Oh god. It's actually like, do the... up, can't. Okay, dying. Fair enough. Got greedy. I deserve that. I think you're just going to have a perpetual design space problem at this point, Silhouette. I don't think we're solving that anytime soon, especially now with this many moving parts. What I think's really funny is... I don't know, man. I'm kind of on board with them trying quickness and alacrity on Amalgam. Like, the problem is if they remove one or both of those for any game mode, it's going to leave a big hole there, kind of like it did with Mechanist. But, like, Amalgam clearly isn't 100% reliant on alacrity or quickness for its design, and the quickness will probably stay because NG has other sources of quickness, at least for competitive. The thing with Amalgam having both is it opens the door to doing this, like, kind of hybrid thing where you don't have classes that can do 100% uptime of either, but you do have classes, or 100% uptime of both, but at least... because we can't acknowledge that Bladesworn exists, it opens the idea, the door up to classes that can do a little bit of both, and then you could bring, like, two of those, like maybe an Amalgam and a Bladesworn if they up the numbers on Warhorn, and have a hybrid party that way, which is kind of an interesting thing. But it also, obviously, that opens the door to huge power creep, so we'll see. Take a shot, chat. It's been, like, X number of minutes since Pseudo itched his nose. You mean in terms of consistency? Power Mech versus Weaver DPS? I wonder where Weaver will end up in terms of balance. Because it's another one that's like really well designed. It's just super complicated, so no one plays it. Is that three-way fight? It's three-way fight. That's kind of cool. Why is our Zerg going upstairs? Our Zerg is going upstairs. Are people upstairs? I will say, in terms of doing progression, at least in Harvest Temple, we ended up just with like mostly Vindicators at the time doing DPS just because they could stand in one spot and whack the dude, you know? So I get that. Good God. Thank you for the heals. I like the skills are so laggy, the heals are coming in like with a postage delay tonight. Yeah, that's why I'd love to get a hold of Cal and just talk to him about like things like design space and whether or not they consider X or Y when designing classes and whatnot. Wouldn't even bug him that much about Bladesworn. I just kind of want to ask him what's up with it and be like, alright, whatever. And it's either never getting fixed or they're working on it. Those are the only two possible answers. Or he just like stares off into space and doesn't acknowledge it, like when Tony Abbott was asked by that one reporter. And then they're just like, moving on. That was funny. Arrow carts, huh? How feasible that is. Just remembered I had a 3-button chat. Remembered how Spear works. Been a nanosecond since I played NG. Not creme brulee. I've got you. I don't got you. Oh God. I will say, little hops on rocket boots saving my ass. This isn't an elementalist. That's a Bladesworn. Holy shit, dude. Yes, I got it off. Not doing terrible on NG for like not knowing what my buttons do. As I say, as I overheat to hell and back. Whew. That was quite difficult, chat. Don't know if I'm dead. Spectrum's killed me. Oh yeah, we definitely dead here. We're definitely lagging out. Oh boy. Wonder if the stream's even still live. Don't know where I am. Don't know if my buttons are going off. F. F indeed for stream. Rip stream chat. I want to see if we're still live. Yeah, we're still streaming on YouTube. All right. Keep this rolling. Oh, man. It's like that wonderful, if you haven't seen the new season on Daredevil, chat, that Disney did, but they did it as a Disney, or as a Netflix show, so it's actually, like, quite good. It's really violent, and they swear all the time, and it's just got, like, a Disney budget. It's actually pretty alright. There's a wonderful interchange in that show between Frank Castle, spoilers, he's in it, and Daredevil. And they're talking back and forth, and they're like, talking about a murderer, and, you know, Matt Murdock's like, he got life! And Frank Castle just sits down, and he's like, what about the person he killed? Did he get life? That's what that reminded me of, nah. It's such a good speech. It's such a good interchange between the two characters and the two point of views. Like, definitely a bit of in-game lag. All right, good to know. As long as we didn't drop again, that's what I give a shit about Dream. I already get to call them at 2 in the morning and be like, hey, can you credit my account for more money than I would have made streaming? Also, we've had a bunch of subs. Thank you guys so much for the Prime subs and whatnot. I appreciate it if you're not using it, but please go give it to somebody who wants to make money from this bullshit. All of our money just goes into our giveaways to make them bigger. Bigger, stronger, faster. That's true. Engineer specs are good, but they lag now. I thought about trying the mech again tonight to see how bad it got nerfed after, I only tried it like once or twice after they took all the stats away from mechs, but I assume it's just completely unplayable. Yeah, that makes sense. I think it'll be nice for evokers to have the option at least, though. I think it's weird that we're ending up with like 3 specs about that can do each support boon, but it's definitely interesting, if nothing else. It's interesting that Amalgam's kind of a weird hybrid between Scrapper and Hollowsmith now that I think about it, where they get like a super form, but their super form is like way more customizable than Hollowsmith, but it also isn't as permanent as Hollowsmith, you know what I mean? I'm really liking Rivers on this though. Really helps me get my little leaps off. Oh god, that's a Zerg. If higher difficulty meant higher payoff. It did for a little bit, but I know these days it doesn't as much, you know? Back when Weaver was like #1 DPS for a glorious like 44k, back when that was a lot, definitely mattered a lot more, I feel. APM to translating to whatever you were doing. This one guy just hunting me. If so, I'll fight him.
Today is the day. Don't waste any time. Know it's time to make a change. Up in your mind, rearrange. Start thinking you're the hero headed out on your way.
Not you and your friends.
There's gonna be good times and bad times. That's all right. Just stay on the line. 'Cause in life we all got a different mission, but the good guy always.
Yeah, I was like, I feel like I got hit by our Ranger 4 in there. Where'd he go? Hello? Margaret? I'm definitely playing with some lag tonight, chat. It's very interesting. You get like one move every 40 frames. Ah, Dream's here to save the day. I did not press dodge backward. I didn't. I swear. Some very interesting lag tonight. Very interesting lag. Very interesting lag. Dream, get him. Dream, get him if you can. Hello. My friends. Friends chat. A hollow friend and a thief friend. Yeah, you saw that too. Prime Light Beam's staying at home, dude. Prime Light Beam's got shit to do. It's not coming out today. Yes, the lag's in the room with us right now, nah. This is wild. It's alright, Andrew. How are you doing? Complicated day, but we're getting through it. We're getting through it. Not bad, not good. Pretty average. 5 out of 10 day. Every day can't be a complete banger, you know? I like the idea of Evoker just having one element. I think it's going to help. One of the common sentiments I've seen quite a lot, and I agree with Silhouette, he made an entire video on this, is that Elementalist is a noob trap. And I think that if Evoker has an option where you can play it with just like one element, that's going to help the noob trap aspect of Elemental or Ellie a lot. I think that'll be pretty cool. I'm very excited for that. Hell yeah, 20 people watching on a Monday. Welcome, guys and girls. Hopefully you're well. We need to give chat something else to do. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna ask a little bit of a loaded question, but I want you to, you know, take a couple rounds out of this cartridge for it being loaded. Aside from the awful Necromancer meta, did you enjoy this push beta more? Exclamation point yes or exclamation point no in chat. You're welcome to also explain, and you must be followed on Twitch or just exist on YouTube. I think you're playing Elementalist. I think you're just learning Elementalist at that point. Frederick, if you're playing one element. I think it's a perfectly acceptable way to play Ellie. Especially if you're new to the game and want to play a wizard without knowing all the buttons. Dreamo's dropping you food, come back. Did you tell them that? Because a lot of people had that same sentiment. Where it should not be, push absolutely should not be billed as a 5-stack until they finish balancing. Because a lot of people were bullying through it. I'm gonna drop some food right here. Made a solo carry renegade. I'd love to hear about that. That sounds fantastically fun. It kind of makes sense. But, see, the thing with the 5-stack with push is they want it to be the feeder game mode for Conquest, right? They want it to essentially just teach people about fighting and dying and running back and stuff like that. Which is good, because the end game of Conquest is 5-person stack stuff. The problem with that is most of Conquest is not 5-person stack stuff. So you're not really going to have the ability to get a feel for the game mode. Now Prime Light Beam comes out. That's alright. If your only exposure to it is just getting rolled in push, you know what I mean? Oh dear. Hell yeah. All these little micro hops on NG, they feel so fluid. They're so much better than like all of Warrior's movement skills, I'm not even joking. Some of them are directional, some of them are toward the enemy, some of them get me killed like that, but it is what it is. What's up, Aries? Hopefully you're well. Did you enjoy push? Exclamation point yes or exclamation point no in chat to enter our next giveaway. Again, if you win over on Twitch, you will win double money, so a little bit of an incentive. And she has very similar trait lines to Warrior, and has always been balanced in a very similar way. Where a lot of their traits are super strong and affect how their ultimate gameplay styles happen. But it's good to have backups, like I tell people. Always have 2 different colored classes you can play. Haven't tried it. Well, if you'd like to enter, type yes or no. But haven't tried it, it's also acceptable. Chocolate chat. Malik's Wizard Amulet. Malik of Zakros. Interesting. Oh, so the things do damage and you lifesteal off them doing damage. That's interesting. Because you have Perma Fury basically on Renegade. That's actually pretty cool. It always is, Rem. Silhouette and I were talking about that a little bit before. Twitch has like no discoverability algorithm, so unless you're like one of the top streamers for a small game like Guild Wars, it really doesn't, you don't get pushed. When I first started out, I was like near the bottom. Sometimes my channel wouldn't even show up on certain browsers because I had like, you know, 1 or 2 people watching. So it is what it is. And some weeks are, you know, faster than others. Last week we had like 60 people in here watching. This week we have 18. The hype ebbs and flows, but I just do this for fun, so. I don't know, people just hate free money. No, that's alright, Ball. But I appreciate it. Push is only in the game for 1 more week anyway. But if anyone asks, I'll definitely hit you up for it. I appreciate it, though. It has been lately. Like, lately we've been doing really well, but I don't know, Twitch, Guild Wars viewership just seems down this week because last week it was like there was a lot of stuff. There was the push beta. They were doing all the elite spec announcements. Now everyone's like kind of over the hill and their adrenaline spike because like human adrenaline goes like this in the news cycle. So it's like we're in a trough right now. Next week we'll be getting like leading into the beta. It'll spike again. That's just how it works. Yeah, and push ends tomorrow. So I'm just trying stuff. Out here playing Hollow, getting a feel for it again. Hopefully by Wednesday my internet will have unfucked itself too. I almost didn't even stream today. I love you people too much. That's what you get, whether you like it or not. I'm just excited to have stuff to try, man. The new elite specs almost universally really interest me. Like, even if the 8... Like, Paragon is literally the bottom of the barrel on my interest level, but even if like all of the other 8 weren't coming out, I would be excited for Paragon, let me put it that way, because I think all 9 are actually much better designed than a lot of the other elite specs that they've done. Not all of them. I still really like OG Berserker, but one day it'll get its Condi power back, or it won't, is what it is. Oh, all good. Just make sure you enter the giveaway so I can send you money if you win. Exclamation point. Yes or no? Did you like push is our second question of the night. Necrometa notwithstanding, of course. I can't wait until Gale Shot comes out, dude. Gale Shot needs like one less thing. I think it needs either, I think I said that, might have said this on a stream, or I might have just said it to scream to myself in the mirror. Like, it needs either not to have weapon swap, probably not, because we saw how well that went already. Probably not have pet swap. Honestly, Gale Shot doesn't even need a pet, it feels like. Or it needs some kind of cooldown or resource to go into the bow, I feel like. Out of range. Bullshit. I need to put on a toolkit. I think this is happening. The wrench is still bad, right? Or does the wrench slap? The wrench is Greatsword 4, right? Let me see here. Ow. Yeah, it's literally Greatsword 4, except it actually does more shit. Huh. The thing with Gale Shot is I don't think its numbers are what's gonna make it OP. I think it's kind of like Firebrand, where it's just mechanically overpowered. Oh, pigs, dude. Hello. The Prime Light Beam him. Take that, pigs guy. Vengeance. So beautiful, the spear animations, chat. They're so good. No, but it's like Firebrand, I guess, where it just gets more buttons. I don't think it'll be near even... Nothing will ever touch Firebrand, or OG Firebrand or Scourge in terms of power level. There's no chance. Yeah. Ow. 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 It's not like Bladesworn. Bladesworn's in its own very, very special category. It's like Bladesworn if Bladesworn was functional. We'll see. Hopefully they fix the gun samurai at some point. That's kind of what I was talking about. Like there's meme posts that have been people both attacking Gale Shot and trying to defend it against the Bladesworn meme criticism on Reddit. And I was talking about that a little bit earlier where people seem to be getting really passionate about it. And like I thought about like chiming in as the Bladesworn guy and being like, look, I'm not unhappy Gale Shot's in the game. Can we just chill out with like the weird amount of Gale Shot hate that's going on from the Warrior community, or from not the Warrior community, but just like people being like, lol, Gale Shot's in the game, Bladesworn walked so Gale Shot could weapon swap, which is funny and true, but it's just like, it's, comparing apples to a sledgehammer. It's completely different things. It's not even comparing two fruits, you know what I mean? We'll see. I actually hope they don't give Warrior a second weapon swap. I would rather it get back its burst skill than rather get its weapon swap back, but the burst skill would be more work, I feel. I would much rather have my burst skill back than have my actual weapon swap back. I wish they would fix all the bugs with the weapon swap, but more than that, I wish they would just rework Bladesworn to be literally Gale Shot. Emergency waypoint, really? Interesting. Well, I'm gonna keep doing damage to this, because pugs are usually pretty bad at it. Oh boy, that's a lot of dudes. It's a lot of dudes. Alright. We have AED. We can take the dudes. Jump down and see if we can pull one of the dudes. Oh, I thought I had AED going. Maybe you already hit me through it and I lagged. I probably lagged and died and got up with the AED. That would be really weird if they did that. I don't think it would be weird if they turned the bullets into a resource. Because my original... I don't think you were around for it, Rem. I've written so many things on, like, Bladesworn, because I do love it, and I do want it fixed at some point, or changed or something, but, like... I wrote up literally a proposal before this came out, before we even knew Visions of Eternity was going to be a thing, where the bullets on Bladesworn would turn into a class resource. Instead of you having to manage 2, you would only have to manage 1. You would get your weapon swap back, and then all of your gun saber skills would have different bullet costs. But they would use the thief tech, so they would be like chain flip over skills, so you could literally do Devil May Cry combos with it. So it's almost identical to what Gale Shot's actually getting. And I'm not, like, pissed off about that because I can just play Gale Shot, right? But it is weird that it's so similar. So that's why I say I'd really love Bladesworn to get it, because that was my original idea for it. I think that if Daring Dragon gets put back in the game, Zephyrus, it'll be less emphasis on Dragon Trigger, if that makes sense. Yeah, I really want them to just use the Thief Chain Spear tech on more crap. Switch back to Flamethrower Grenade Kit here. Tool Belt wasn't doing, or Toolkit wasn't doing very much. Yeah, I'd settle for weapon swap back. I just don't think that even if they gave weapon swap back, it would really do much on Bladesworn other than make it even harder to kill and more frustrating to fight. Like, in order to buff anything on Bladesworn, what they need to do for it, unfortunately, is to delete the what's it called, Aegis Reflex projectiles thing on Shieldmaster from space, and they kind of can't do that because it's a core part of Warrior's balance. Like, for better or worse at this point. I'm sure they're aware of it because they've literally rewritten the traits Shieldmaster to include when you reflect a missile, you gain adrenaline. So it's something they at least acknowledged, if not want, in the game. It's just frustrating because that's like 90% of Bladesworn's power budget, is having basically perma-magnetic or light, you know? So Power budget's got to come from somewhere, even if you're building interesting things with non-interesting bricks. We'll see. Cautiously optimistic as always. Can I fire up this hill? I can. It has the, what's it called? Longbow F1 tracking and not the Bladesworn Dragon Trigger tracking. I target the downed guy? Probably not. More than anything, though, I think that they need to give Bladesworn some kind of identity. Because it basically was never given a gameplay style outside of PvE, and it was barely given one in PvE. And I think the designers need to figure out what they want it to do, and then design it to do that instead of the other way around. You know? Because it was kind of designed in reverse from what I've seen. Where it was like, yeah, I can do this one thing, and then there's just nothing after the and. You know? And? What do you mean, and? That's what it does. It does, you know, the 200k Dragon Slash. Yeah, but, like, how does it do that? Is it fun? What do you mean, is it fun? You know, there was just no conversation after that. Amalgam, though, looks super... Honestly, all of these look pretty well designed. I have some reservations about Paragon. Like I said, I want one of the chance to be offensive so it could proc on burst traits, but other than that... I also think Paragon's UI is really weird, honestly. I would shift it over a little bit if I was... what's it called? Doing it up. Oh, I don't have a look behind me button, chat. He may be dead here. Oh, the entire Zerg turned around for me. I'm so special. I love my fashion, chat. No, that's fine. And the thing with Guild Wars and this this round of Elite Specs has taught me this more than anything, is different things, whether it's fashion or whether it's Elite Specs, appeal to different people, and that's why this game rules, right? Like, never in a million years did I think I was going to play Warrior to a serious degree ever after Berserker, because I really didn't enjoy Spellbreaker, even though it's probably the best out of the three that they've done. And I loved the idea of Bladesworn and played the shit out of it. I thought Mirage looked stupid when it came out, they debuted. I was like, that looks dumb and overpowered. And then I played, you know, I was like at 60% Mesmer played for a while. So, and this one, who knows? Maybe it'll be neither Gale Shroud nor Amalgam. Maybe it'll end up being an Antiquary main. It's just, where you try stuff and then whatever goes into your stupid monkey brain is great. And that's why this game is awesome. Because, especially with this round of E-Specs, like, everything is so different. Bard main? What's a bard? You mean a troubadour? Can't hear you over all the troubadour noises you're making. I love how troll they were with that name. Bard? No, it's not Bard. Bard? Yeah, it's Bard. Yeah, you too can cosplay as a Bardor. Flamethrower working pretty well for cleaving and Zergs, man. I'll say that much. Gotcha. Least played class is probably Thief. And it's not because I don't enjoy Thief. It's because I don't enjoy the one playstyle that Thief has. And Thief forever, to be relevant, has had exactly one playstyle through all of its 3 Elite Specs. And that is go into stealth, build full damage, and punish people for not knowing how to fight stealth things. It's kind of like how Captain Crapface said on our podcast. when you fight a bad thief, you wonder if they're a bot because they have to be so squishy. And when you fight a good thief, you wonder if they're cheating. I like the class fantasy of being a rogue. It's just that I think stealth is either super overpowered or super underpowered. Like, thief doesn't even show up on this wheel, right? So overpowered or so predictable in this game that it doesn't really interest me, whether it's sniper thief, dodge thief, or whatever the last one was. Spectre probably got the closest because it doesn't have to rely on stealth to do stuff, but it's still definitely uses it, whereas Antiquary, I'm hoping you don't just have to take only stealth. You'll be able to play it in a different way. Because I love their initiative system. I love that they've reused that basically on, you know, everything from Firebrand to Gale Shot to whatever, right? The resource system is great for balance and design. I just don't like abusing stealth. It's just not my playstyle. Even though I played a buttload of Mesmer, I'd use like one stealth skill on Mesmer. It's probably how I'd end up building Thief as well. Yeah, and Spear gives you a little bit more leeway in that, Dream's right. Where it's more of a stealth bruiser than a just stealth ambush thing. I'm trying to think my second to least played. Probably Ranger. Because this is all Necro. I've theory crafted a lot of Ranger. I haven't actually played a lot of Ranger. I'm actually surprised to see Revenants as high as it is. Oh, I did a buttload of Revenant in, what's it called? In Fractals, that's why. Also, Armistice Bastion is on sale, chat. It's like the best thing in the game. Bank tabs. Anything that I don't have? I don't think I have this seashell chair. What in here can I not afford to miss, chat? Oh, it's all the pass keys. That's kind of cute. Did they change all the other passes to be able to double clickable, or is it still only mislock onwards? Mesmer can get very stealth happy, especially because they have a trait that increases its duration by 50%. Stealth is basically another, you can kind of think of it in this game as another form of invulnerability, where if you use it right, they just can't hurt you. But if you use it wrong, it's got counterplays. It's like how, honestly, adding a reveal to true invuln skills might not be the worst idea if they ever wanted to balance them, right, chat? Where you have this, like, cooldown period before you can go invulnerable again. The problem with that is most invuln skills are so long that they would really need to, like, reduce their cooldowns to add that kind of egregious penalty. Can I damage this Mechanist or not? I can't damage this Mechanist. Well, the ground killed him. Ground is the hardest 1v1, chat. We need... Where's the one that's, like, real good from this? I like the song a lot. How am I still in combat? Stop it. Push beta ends tomorrow. Festival of Four Winds is still going. We should do some of that. World versus World supply boxes, the Guildhall Trader. If there wasn't a 40 or 24 person queue, dyslexia kicking in, I would definitely go check that out. Is there a Golem Buster Spear, chat? I'm gonna check that. If there is, I bet it looks dope. I thought there was a tradable version of this. Is it only... Yeah, Golem Buster Weapons Box. Nope. Doesn't look like it. Nope, there is. Nope, that's a Scepter. No, it doesn't look like there is. Because it's an even number, right? That's too bad. I guess this is as close as you're getting to a Golem Buster Spear. Yeah, I love NG. NG's very similar to Warrior, and Amalgam looks dope, so... Because I saw the Golem Buster Hammer this other person has running around out here. Honestly, it's really cool to see some of the more earnable weapons like people using instead of just all legendaries all the time. Like this guy's got the like stellar weapons from his stand, I think. I'm digging this. What do you usually play on NG, Shocktify? Also, welcome back, dog. Hopefully you've been well. Oh, it's the one other guy trying to play Bladesworn. Hello, I love you. Also, mad shout out to, I believe, Panda Man is his name in Pigs, because he also plays a buttload of Bladesworn, and I found that out the other day. And once I figured out a way to translate my build to PvP, we just couldn't kill each other. It was the saddest anime fight you've ever seen, but it was like constant projectile reflect from Shieldmaster and shit. And he runs different traits than I do and stuff. It was just very interesting that like no matter what you do for Bladesworn, you just don't have enough damage to, you know, the only thing that Bladesworn counters is other Bladesworn sort of thing. Yeah, it was like people were like, oh, Bladesworn 1v1, I want to see that. And I was like, you really don't. And people joined the stream, and then like on our last duel, it went for like 23 minutes, and people were just like gradually leaving because they were just getting bored. I was like, I told you, man, this is gonna be the most boring duel you've ever seen in your life. But it was a lot of fun, so shout out to him. I'm glad other people are trying it at least. Makes me happy. Like core bomb kit. I haven't actually looked at the new bomb kit skills. We could look at that a little bit. I've heard the spear core build was going pretty hard in PvP for a nanosecond there. This is the one that oh, smoke bomb is there, and then big ol' bomb is here, and it blasts twice. It's even on the tooltip. Holy crap. Yeah, this must have the old powerful synergy trait rolled into it. It doesn't echo blast, it just counts as 2 blast finishers. That's interesting. No, I love that. I love the recent NG changes. I think they're amazing. I need to like move all the cake I bought because I keep looking for it and not being able to find it. But yeah, if you'd like to buy Visions of Eternity, go check out the link in the description, or I can paste it again if you would like, if it would be easy for people. If you don't use my link, use somebody's link, please. It just helps support creators and whatnot. Not too much self-promotion tonight, keeping it pretty low-key, but it is pretty cool that we're partnered now, so. Oh, it was nades, it wasn't bomb kit, you're right. On the core build. I don't want it. Too many people around, otherwise I'd take the 1v1. Oh, is that? A lot of people using this Ward Knight armor. It's hard to tell them apart. Is this the one guy that ambushed me before? Oh, I wanted the 1v1. I'm sorry, guy. Skills are lagging, dude, tonight. Oh my god. The amount of skill lag is like psychotic. Especially when I get into an actual fight. Look at that. Like, it's just rubber banding back and forth. Between my internet issues and this game's internet issues, there's been some interesting fights tonight. Look forward to... You said to lose the smoke field. That's true. Maybe you can work in... I guess you lose... Is there a smoke field on anything? You could take Flame Turret, but the problem with Flame Turret is it's kind of, it's kind of like buggy where it'll only drop the smoke field, in my opinion, and overcharge when there's an enemy there. So maybe Flame Turret, right, Shocktify? If you want to use it for like dueling purposes. It's not, yeah, because I think if I drop it here, it won't work unless they fixed it. Let's see here. Yeah, you need to have an enemy for it to do its overcharge attack, see? Unfortunately. Very interesting. What's the giveaway about? I have no idea how to say it anyway. I'm sorry, Liv. We do giveaways every Monday, Wednesday, or Mondays. I stream Monday, Wednesday, sometimes Friday. Sorry, doing too many things. Giveaways are every Monday, so just hang out, wait for trivia questions, or wait for whatever I'm polling the audience with. And then just enter whatever I say to enter. It's usually pretty easy. Sometimes I do trivia. Sometimes I do giveaways, just random RNG. It's just a little bit of a way for me to pay back to the community because I don't make any money doing this bullshit. I just stream for fun. So. Cool. All set there. Making sure it still looks good, sounds good, chat, because we've been, like, having the most chaotic stream ever. Also, if you do win over on Twitch, it is double money. And all you have to do to enter is be either followed on Twitch or just exist on YouTube. It's just how the bot works, and you're welcome to follow, enter, unfollow. And I think that's all the rules. I need to make a whole write-up for this, so I have to stop repeating it. I'm sorry, guys. Subs on Twitch get double entries, because that's actual money. As well. Yeah, maybe experiment with Flame Turret. Maybe they'll fix it by then. I think that's the only stealth, though, outside of Sneak Gyro that NG has on non-tool belt stuff, though, right? Unless, does Automatic Bomb Dispenser still... Is that still in the game? The, like, auto-trigger trait that's actually, like, pretty good. That actually combos really well with Rocket Boots if you watch for it. I think it was in Inventions. I was trying to make a build with that trait because it had, like, a ludicrously low cooldown, I think, at one point or something. Yes, but you have to take Inventions. That makes sense. Is it guaranteed? And do the turrets you drop actually on the Elite crate automatically overcharge? Is the other question, right? We're all killing this one Ranger pet. Sick, we got him. Never stood a chance, chat. Boom! So it looks so cool. It looks so cool. NG Spear animations, man. Oh, you can recharge, or you can retarget Prime Light Beam. I didn't know that. That's good to know. Holy crap. That's kind of OP, actually. I think you can stow cancel Prime Light Beam as well still. I like that going into the hollow form does not get rid of this spear. That does, though. Waiting too long. Let's see if you can stow cancel this. You can. Oh my god. Can you move cancel it? You can. Oh my god. That's a little silly. Inventions are pretty strong with Relic of Rivers. That's true, because I think you get power from regeneration for ANET reasons, right? You can cancel even later in the animation. Oh, good. Hot take, chat. Animation canceling should not be in this game at all. I hate it. I want it gone and deleted from space. If there's one PvP thing I would change in the actual design and balance and functionality of PvP, it would be that no skills are still cancelable anymore once they start their animation. That would completely ruin the skill, and probably, like, most of the game mode, but I don't care. I think it's way too overpowered. I actually do care, I don't want that. But, you know what I'm saying. Like, a skill like Chill to the Bone or Prime Light Beam should not, if you're going to use it, you should not be rewarded for baiting out somebody else's dodges. Do I have a playlist that I use? I do. Thank you. If you ask about an individual song, I'll be able to tell you at the time. I'm still... It was a priority back in the day, but I wanted to get some of the other channel goodies set up, but I'm trying to get a song ticker going. I could export it to you, but it would just be like a playlist file, and it wouldn't be helpful at all. Most of my songs, most of the artists you hear are either Self-Deception, Rustage, the 2XKO soundtrack. A lot of the rap is by Nefex, Neffex. I'd like to play Divide Music and Fable, Fabvl. I really like them a lot. I bought a lot of their music, but a lot of it keeps getting automatic copyright strikes on YouTube, so can't do that. Most recent Sonic game, Frontiers, has a really banging soundtrack as well. This is a rap cipher by, who is it? Showabody, Rustage, I believe. A whole bunch of other people. You can find it if you like search Arcane rap cipher on YouTube. But if people want that, I'll try to get it, Gold Phoenix, or get a plugin so it can read what I'm playing. The thing is, I don't use Spotify because I'm old school and incredibly old and probably gonna die soon. I buy and download all my music, so I don't know if there's a plugin that still works with Winamp. Anybody else out there still rocking local music off of Winamp, chat? Credit to you if you are, because that's hard in current year. Honestly, I'm digging this hollow build. I say as I almost die. Thank you. LimeWire wasn't a real program. It was just spyware. LimeWire never worked. Yo, that shit's coming back, Dream, you joke. All the 90s retro tech is like popular now. Because people are so over the like data harvesting subscription crap. Like whatever the gen is under Gen Z, even though generations are all fake too. And the names don't mean anything. Like, they're so over just, like, signing away their lives at birth. There's, what did I learn recently? Justin Timberlake bought MySpace with, like, some other investment firm, which I didn't know. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shit tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. Chocolate chat. Get it in you. But I try to make the music like chill and upbeat and rock enough because it's mostly what I listen to in real life. It's just the only difference is some of the stuff I usually listen to I can't play because of DMCA strikes. A weird number of the Metal Gear Rising Revengeance songs are also getting DMCA struck, which is very strange because I thought Konami owned all that shit. And they never acknowledged that they ever made video games. So, that's kind of frustrating, but it is what it is. What's the bonus for being over 50 heat? Field damage. Burning holographic field. So it's always unblockable, alright. 40-second cool. I thought it was at least 50. That's like, what's it called? Amalgam's elite skill for World versus World looks psychotically good. You get a bonus for being in Hollow Forge? I thought it was just above the heat threshold. God. Does this remove immobilize? It does, base. That's amazing. That's crazy, dude. I want to see what the traded version of Rocket Boots does now. I think it's just super speed and more range. I say just, right? Warrior had that traded be everyone be throwing a fit. Tools. Gadgeteer. Yeah. Interesting. Huh. But I'm glad you like the music here. A lot of people use these as like background gym music, so I try to keep it chill. I try to create, in case you haven't realized this, chat, I don't do this bullshit for money. I do it because I enjoy it. I enjoy hanging out with you guys, talking about builds, talking about Guild Wars, dumping on Guild Wars when they do something insane, and boosting them up when they do, you know, 9 times out of 10, or at least 8 times out of 10, something amazing. Like, because this game rules, so I try to create content that I also would like to watch, if that makes any sense. So, and I am constantly just not watching the whole stream, but like reviewing them back to make sure that sounds okay, we're not dropping frames, stuff like that. That's why I'm always asking you guys, like, would you like a song ticker next? Would you like this? Would you like that? Because I want to improve the stream, but I don't want to just like do all the I don't want to just dump all the streamer bullshit on you because I want to create a chill environment. I don't want to create a, hi, like and subscribe, give me money environment. So, not that there's anything wrong with that if that's going to be, you know, because I do think being a streamer is as much of a skill as any other job, really, but I want to make sure that people feel comfortable and we retain the chill atmosphere we built up. I don't know, man. It's fun, D&D, trying out different specs. I spent my last few years in Bladesworn land where shit doesn't do damage. Dude, if I wanted to be an e-girl, I'd just get a voice changer and a, what's it called? Venmoji? What are they called? Vocaloid? No, fuck you, brain. VTube avatar. There we go. Yeah, we got there. We got there. My stupid old brain got there. Spent most of my day being mad at Spectrum. I'm full of rage checks. I didn't even get to the gym. It's astonishingly effective. Just get one of those little Foxboy VTube things. Oh, do you want to fight? No, you don't want to fight because there's too much lag. We can't fight. Ah, we can fight. I think I had a ranger helping me. I think I had like an army helping me. Holy shit. They have insane legal issues? The VTuber Mafia is insane Japan billion-dollar industry. I know it's like popping off in Japan, but that's just because like Vocaloids. Is it... Do you mean they have insane legal issues in Japan? Because like I can't imagine somebody suing somebody over anything VTuber related in the United States. We're dealing with way stupider shit in our courtrooms right now. That would make way too much sense if somebody did that. We've gone through the looking glass in terms of stupid that we're allowed to deal with. Yeah, I know you don't need Light of Sight to re-trigger the Spirit 3. It's amazing. VTubers and live lawsuits and crazy drama. Huh. I wonder if any of the Guild Wars 2 VTubers are affected by that. That was wild, dog. There's just like, there's Mafia that's involved in everything, and I love how, I actually did a paper on this back in university of like, how different Mafias, through just like tradition being handed down through generations, if you want to call it that, different Mafias specialize in like different types of crime, and it's really weird. Like, some will be, you know, without getting too into the weeds, some will be okay with, like, pushing drugs, and others will be okay with, like, really white-collar crime, and other ones are just all about violence and racketeering and, like, you know, actually about horrible things that I'm not going to say on Twitch. But, like, it's... Each one has, like, weird lines they also won't cross. So it'd be so funny to me if, like, the modern-day Japanese Mafia was like, you know what, we're not making any money from our traditional revenue sources. What should we monopolize? VTubers. That'd be the funniest goddamn thing in the world to me. I told you, man. The world's like so funny now. What are you doing? Actively voting against my own self-interest. What are you doing? I'm propping up the Japanese Mafia so that we can monopolize imaginary e-girls. Yeah, there's probably already 6 anime about it. That's a decent point. Although I've been getting back into anime dumb vids before I go on too much of an anime Japan tangent, because I love Japan. I love that they just do shit and they don't care. There's anime for everything now, chat. There's anime for like making anime. There's anime for like, I don't even want to say playing volleyball, because playing volleyball was like 4 years ago, right? Like there's anime that's just like slice of life stuff, and then there's anime about like very specific, like, you know, my personal garden slice. Anime's gone nuts, man. It's like... Oh my god. Same anxiety as the idol industry, oh god. Alright, chat, let's switch it up. Let's do another giveaway here. Probably do 1 or 2 more. I want to do something interesting, though. So we did you enjoy push? Most of you said yes, we did. What are you excited for? Specializations. Okay, so this one's going to be a little weird. I'm going to, like, disable the little filter thing so you don't have to enter something specific, but... Other than specializations or push, type exclamation point, and this could be literally a letter if you just don't need to like want to type anything, but I would prefer you actually answer the question. What are you the most excited for Visions of Eternity, other than specializations or push? You just need to put an exclamation point in front of it in order to enter. And that'll run for another like 15-ish minutes. We're about 20 from the hour, so probably 20 minutes. Again, only restrictions are followed on Twitch or just exist on YouTube. The story. I'm excited to have a story that doesn't feel like it's the end of the fate of the fucking world, you know, for once. It'll probably lead into that, but like fun pirate adventure, you know? Skimmer, really. I kind of forgot the skimmer was in the game. Although, it's going to be interesting to see how they differentiate the skimmer from Skyscale and still make it a combat mount, right? Maybe it won't have, like, limited bolts of ammunition. Maybe it'll just have, like, whatever. You know? Just with a cooldown. Yum, potato salad says legendary. I got potato salad, by the way. I want you to know that's your fault. Yeah, I think I'm just excited for a fun pirate adventure, personally. Because you can only ramp the stakes up so much, you know? Half-price gems, I mean, fair. You mean with the promo Ares? Map, story, and spec. We're getting a new homestead that isn't in a fucking bear's butthole. I'm pretty excited for that. People think that it's the fun island map that we've seen, so. We're getting Skimmer as a combat mount. We know that. We're getting more relics, which I don't think anyone in the world is excited for, but more power to you if you are. Bro. I'm gonna magnet pull this asshole. Come on, dude. Come on. Come on. Come on. Gimme. Come here. Move the goat. Okay, so he can hit me from there. Gotta be tempting for him. Come on, do it. Come on, do it. Yep. How many is that? 3, 4. Come on, shoot me. Out of range. No, we're getting skimmer comment. That's why one of the deluxe pre-order bonuses is a skimmer skin. I mean, they haven't said combat mount as a skimmer, but they've definitely shown something like it. Alright, screw this. He can have his place in hell. I'm not gonna... Okay, Dream's gonna kill you. I'm not gonna kill you. Yeah, I tried it. Is what it is. Let's see what else. Fashion, hopefully. Very excited for pirate fashion, tropical fashion. Honestly, I'm just excited for maps that aren't in like a cave. Like, I just want a place to hang out that's not in like space or dark, you know? There's like 2 maps in this game that are like that. You know? Is what it is, I suppose, at a certain point. When you pull out hollow form, yeah, your kits go on cooldown as well. Interesting, only 5 seconds. 6 or 6 seconds, I guess. Interesting. And these normally don't have a cooldown. Interesting. Learning how NG works, chat. We're getting pushed, but that's not on the docket for entering this contest, so I don't know. New maps, e-specs. They said they were going to do some challenge mode and fractal stuff, but they were pretty non-specific. We're getting 3 new legendaries, which I'm pretty certain that chat nailed it, where we're getting underwater legendaries, and that's kind of probably why they didn't say what they were. It'd be interesting if they were all Arene underwater legendaries, and we actually get like variants of them as well. Oop, overheated. NG main story arc, we'll see. We'll see. Amalgam definitely looks cool. I just don't know if it's gonna outdo Gale Shot. Honestly, I'd be more open to playing Gale Shot if it didn't have a fucking pet. I think a lot of people want Arene Spears pretty bad. Yeah. So, we'll see on that front. I'm just excited to have the full legendary suite. Although we still won't have infusions, but we'll have an Aqua Breather finally, which will be nice. Here. Tame this juvenile jaguar, dude. You'll need it for your new thief spec. Just pull out the jaguar and hit people with it. Oh yeah, and they did confirm new hairstyles. Which, buy your infinite hairstyle kit now, I guess. I wonder if that went up. It was funny how much the orchestral weapons spiked when they showed off Troubadour. Your rat of warfare. That's true. We actually don't own this. We could set up for taking this tower. I'm gonna go up here. Yeah, a couple 1v1 fights. Been a lot of world versus world fights tonight. It might mean something like that, Alcatraz. I'm excited if they do any kind of underwater anything, because that means, like, they'll probably be using the new tech they developed. Is that really a 600 radius? Holy crap. That's insane. What was I gonna say? I'd be really excited if they do any kind of rework like that, because it would mean that they're probably gonna use the new tech where they use different heights of water. I think that'd be really cool. They've talked about the backpacks thing. I didn't do a full video on it because it was really good, and I'm really glad somebody finally asked Grouch about the legendary backpacks thing, but it really wasn't worth a full video. But basically the TLDR of that video, or that article, was that they only have so much space for like each die channel. You kind of think of like when you're saving a file, right? You can only fit so much into each. I guess saving a file is a bad example. It made a lot more sense because I've actually made like color conversion for fashion for the guild before. So in terms of like that, they only get so much memory for each part of the asset. So if they use it all up on like one part of the armor, but then other things like ends up being low res, which is also why the textures like kind of aren't balanced on a lot of different pieces. But credit to Grouch for actually answering that question. Like, I have a feeling like sometimes when they do those interviews, they're just not mentioned at all. Turn the catapult to shoot at the gate, because they're probably going to get it down. Oh, maybe not. They didn't build. They're moving. Nope, I'm wrong. Sorry, we're adapting out here. I think these are the runic boots. Yeah, these are sick. I like this girl's fashion wars. Yeah, but it's still 600 radius is insane. Like, the range is 900. That's crazy. That's enormous. I think it used to be like 1200 radius or something now. Yeah, I hope one day mechs and gunblades are dieable, but If Bladesworn rework is on the back burner, that's on like the back burner of the house they don't own. So we'll see. We'll see. Cautiously optimistic as always, but exclamation point whatever you're excited for the expansion in chat. That will be our next giveaway. Other than specs or push. Honestly, if you're excited for push, you can type that. And honestly, if you're excited for the elite specs, you can type that as well. Just wanted to get some variety. I'm just excited for Pirate Land, dude. Just seems fun, you know? What did I think about Conduit? I think a lot of people are underestimating Conduit. I think that Conduit has enough traits that interact in meaningful ways, other than just you get stats, rar, go, that there will be a way more playstyles available to people than they think, AJ. It is definitely simpler, in quotes, on paper than Evoker or Amalgam, which it was paired with, but if you put Conduit's preview in any of the other batch, like the 3 batches, it like blows them out of the water, right? So it is what it is. A couple gadgets. I'm actually not running Gadgeteer, although I probably should. Oh, that's why my AED. It's because I switched off it. I was like, why is this 5 seconds? I thought it was 8. Always had a closet affinity for NG chat. Mostly because it's warrior but functional, so. Yeah, I'm remembering the reveal pulse. But now it actually does something. And the daze kind of works. The NG rework was so good. Like on so many levels, I can't tell you, chat. Like Hollow needed it for a really long time. I feel like the next one on their port of call is Weaver. But we'll see. Maybe Bladesworn one day. I'm glad we ended up being able to stream at least a little bit tonight. Just to completely jinx it. If it'll help, sure, I'll preview it. A lot more elixirs and elixir going on here. A lot more people have... You're running the healing elixir. A lot more people have been running that. That's really interesting, yeah. I think a lot of people wish that, AJ, and maybe by launch it will if you give them that feedback where all the utilities will change based on the legend. I kind of think that would be too overpowered and they might have to water them down. Because it's... I can see where you're coming from with that, right? It's kind of like the Untamed Ambush thing, whereas like, why does only the hammer have an ambush and then they added ambushes to all the other weapons? I can see where you're coming from with that, where you want like the dervish skills to get empowered by like Malix flavored or Jalis flavored. I kind of think that it'll make all those builds... How do I put this? Not play the same, but maybe feel the same. Because you'll have like Malix and then you'll have Malix Light. You'll have Jalis and then you'll have Jalis Light. Instead of having like Malix and Raja or Jalis and Raja with one skill that's like, you know, flavored for that. Because the, you know, 2 out of 5 ain't bad, right? So with it being the elite skill and all the other ones. So I don't know. I can see where you're coming from with that, but I kind of almost prefer it this way. Partially because the Raja skills just seem really cracked to begin with. Like, they're all incredibly strong on their own, especially the Jalis versions. Like I said it when we were watching the preview. Like, holy crap, man. Also, chat, get your votes in now. Would you like me to, this is not for gold, but would you like me to continue doing like the balance and spec previews? Because I noticed with this last one, they actually did eventually put the VOD up on YouTube for just the elite specs, and I know I do talk over them and people have an issue with that, but I figured if people want the commentary, they can come here. If they don't want it, they can just go to the raw vid now. The reason I was originally doing it was because they wouldn't put them on YouTube, and again, I don't really do this for money, so I'm not trying to just like basically, you know, turn my chair on and put the stream on and walk away and let ads run, right? So as I feel like if I can find a decent balance where I'm not talking over it, kind of like the balance with the balance with the podcast where the music isn't too offensive. That's kind of where I'm at with that. But if people like, you know, just like, no, don't do it, that's bad, let me know and I won't. Because I am 100% doing this for you people, and I would rather put my efforts into producing content you would like to watch. I mean, that's true. The Revenant Elite seems like it has a ludicrously low cooldown. I'm really curious to see what the Spinny Dervish Elite has in competitive in terms of cooldown. I'm actually really curious. Here, I'll compromise with you. How about this? Instead of all the skills inheriting something from the off legend you're running right on Conduit, what if the Revenant Elite just inherited more of it, right? But had a longer cooldown. So, like, maybe a slightly larger AoE. I don't know. Maybe this way is good. Maybe this way is fun for the additional strikes on the scythe and whatnot. Because the trait plus everything else that they can do is pretty nifty. If they have a AoE scythe strike as well as an AoE scythe strike on elite in addition to their trait. Legendaries and maps, there you have it. Either way, I almost think that it's not even out yet. I almost think the expansion's already worth 25 bucks. The amount of entertainment we've gotten out of it. That would really incentivize spamming, though, AJ, right? If all the other skills inherited, all the other qualities for a short time. Maybe they inherit the qualities, but they cost 0 energy. But like your elite skill costs like 70 energy or something. I don't know. I can see where you're coming from with that. I'd like more flavor for my class 2, not less. But I think that Raja, between the traits and all of the other things, does have plenty of playstyle variety built into it, especially with the last Grandmaster that just completely flips your energy system on its head. So, I'm okay with it, personally. See if I can flashbang this guy. Yeah. Get revealed, bitch. Nope, he didn't get revealed, bitch. He got not revealed, bitch. I'm about to get revealed to death, bitch. Not follow me into this. That's for sure. Oh yeah, I think you're D&D. Red plants. Red planet apples. I used to have this discussion with Slade a whole bunch where we used to talk about how, at least for people like us who had played this game for so long, and granted, especially these days, Guild Wars 2 is not like this, and most of their player base would not share this sentiment, but I would definitely pay 25 bucks just for elite specs. I'd almost pay 25 bucks just for weapons, with the asterisk that all of them had to be good, because the ones they released with Soto and some of the ones they released with Janthier sucked. They were either hyper over-designed or hyper under-designed, and I want them to figure out their balance budget as far as design, or balance as far as design budget goes before I commit to paying for that. No, it's okay, dude. You're doing better than other people who have like 40 different names for everything. I want to fight that guy and an archer, but he probably doesn't want to fight me and a Zerg, which is fair. I like the idea of Raja a lot more than I like the idea of Renegade, let me put it that way. At least in a vacuum, because a lot of Renegade was designed around how strong short bow was. It's like how a lot of Chronomancer, for better or worse, was designed around shield interactions. And I just think shield on Mesmer, and honestly short bow and Revenant, just ended up being way too fucking strong. They already have a huge, and to be clear, I really don't want more weapons in the game. I'd really like them to just tune up the ones they have and put the power budgets or development budget somewhere else. But like, it's really tough, I guess, to balance stuff like that, but I think that, if nothing else, Mesmer shield needs a little bit of a love tap. I think it's a little bit absurd the way it is right now. I think that Ellie weapons will definitely work with the new spec, though. Hammer won't, but, you know, oh well, you just don't have one. It depends. There was a nanosecond. I know what you're saying. There was a nanosecond where Hammer Weaver was actually really strong. It just doesn't have, like, all the interactions. Honestly, I really like the idea of Spear Weaver as well, because it gets Unravel for free. I know I've said that a bunch, but I don't really play it, so I don't really have a place of authority to speak from on that one, but I always like the idea of Ellie with Unravel on their bar, so if Spear wants to do that, at least as an option. Pistol is way too over-designed, and thus it can't do anything. It's kind of like Bladesworn in that regard, where two of the things were designed to be way too strong, and then they just never got the design space or the development budget to finish it, unfortunately. I mean, Kata is just nice for roaming, period, but I also think Catalyst is a design nightmare. I will give up my range on Warrior if Catalyst can lose its stability, chat. I think it's poorly designed and bad, but not bad as in it's bad, bad as in it's bad for the game. It is consistently a problem in every competitive game mode. Yeah, if they buffed Sword, it might do a lot to bring Weaver back into the meta, that's true. Especially because, like, Dagger Weaver seems to work better than, like, Sword Dagger Weaver right now. Ooh, what's going on out here, speaking of overpowered classes? Like, look at this shit, dude. This Written in Stone Kata can just, like, duo these three people. This guy's gonna come in and this guy's not gonna die. He's gonna kill this third idiot. No, it's a thief, never mind. Oh, they finally started damaging him because he's standing in NG turrets. Like, look at this shit, dude. They finally... 3 people, it just took them... 4 people, it just took them to get this Written in Stone Catalyst below 50% health. That's how fucking strong this spec is. Have they buffed NG Rifle a little bit? Oh, he finally died. Alright. Well, I'm a big fat liar. You can't 1v4 on Catalyst. Do it, Dream. Make sure to get your entry in while you're taking a little bit of a game break here. Exclamation point, whatever you're excited for with Visions of Eternity in chat. This is a horribly EQ'd song. I apologize. Where's the really good song? That one's pretty good. This one's really good. Not biased at all. Dagger F. Really Glass. Dagger Focus. I will say, chat, if you want to do nothing but be fucking over there playing another game, Pistol, Dagger, Solo Element, Air Weaver, or Air Evoker. Like, we're gonna have to have a race. We did this back in the day. We had a race across Tyria without mount, like before mounts were in the game, where we just saw what class could get from like this point on this map to the other side of the map, just taking like, what's it called, the actual map transitions. Like you had somebody watching the guild panel so people couldn't cheat with waypoints, right? And back in the day, Rocket Boots NG, like Gadgeteer NG, was competing with like Shortbow Thief. Now it's got to be ridiculous. Like Speed Relic, Pistol, Dagger, Ellie competing with like, you know, Shortbow, Antiquary with Speed Relic. Like, you're gonna outrun most things on mounts, dude. Like, we're gonna have to have that race. That'd be a fun event. I got ideas, chat. Don't you worry. We're gonna do some fun shit with Visions of Eternity. So get followed and subscribed down below. And also make sure you hit that alert bell because everyone always says, hey, I didn't know you stream. I'm like, yeah, I do. YouTube just sucks. So do what you got to do. Or not. Totally up to you. Always be a warrior. Can't stop me. Good song. I knew they were clones, but I did it anyway, chat. God, that's so good. Dragon Trigger should feel like Prime Light Beam. Change my mind. Like the amount of impact it has, right? How did this guy full heal? The fuck? I think if they gave Sword some more defense on Ellie, it'd be a lot more viable. The thing with... Everything's just getting so hyper tanky or so hyper aggressive in actual PvP these days, chat. And I don't want them to just slap boons on everything. Like, stability on Necromancer was not the answer. Like, at least that duration, it was not the play, dude. Even on a Grandmaster. I know it had to compete with old Transfusion, so they had to pretend that it could be good, but, like, it's way too much. Maybe if they gave Weaver some kind of like healing on dual skill use, that'd be kind of good. I think they already have a barrier on dual use skill use trait. Maybe like healing after you use a dual skill, so you get the barrier and then heal yourself up. You know, healing comboed with barrier tends to work really well. AKA how they're building Amalgam, and I'm scared. But we'll see. We'll see. We got a drawing to do, chat. Let me hold this up here while we get on a cat so we can run away like a tiny baby if this green Zerg decides my butt looks tasty. Here, I'll give you a vista while I do this drawing. Again, thank you for entering your giveaways. Oh my god, really? I don't want to fight. I'm doing drawings, dude. Leave me alone. No one's ever picked up a controller faster than that, chat. I need to wear this thing around my neck so I can just grab it, dude. Ares, you have won. Congrats, dog. You get alacrity and quickness on dual attacks in PvE. Oh no, you would love. I was like, there's no way that's in the game already. I would have known about that. Oh my god. Ares, you have won. I think I have you in the guild, but in case you don't want to wait, character name or an account name as I rip apart my finger because something feels like it's trying to get out through it. That's a great feeling. Nah, and fuck it. Amalgam gets and, you get and. I say so. Me. There's Ares. And he won over on YouTube, so it's only 25, but thank you, sir. Appreciated. Hell yeah. Ow! Hurt myself playing video games, chat. Send help. Oh my god. Oh, hello. Me too. Prime Light Beam's living at home again. It's alright. I don't need Prime Light Beam. I can do this. Okay, I need Prime Light Beam suddenly. Yeah. Definitely could use it. We have like this weird cross section of like fights going on. Oh no! Shit! Pulsing disable. That was a lot of CC stun breaks. That was a lot. Oh no. Oh no. So many mobs. I did the right things, but there was just a fraction too late. No worries, dude. You're welcome. Thank you for the Prime sub the other day. Appreciated. How many Condi specs are there, chat? There's Evoker, obviously. There's Antiquary. There's Amalgam. Luminary doesn't look like it has any, weirdly. You know what's a little strange, chat? Firebrand's the only Condi spec, really. Like, Condi. I know they all can be played shut up as burning specs, but, like, Firebrand's the only Condi. Spec for Guardian. That's weird. That's weird. And Ritualist doesn't have that much Condi on it either. So we've got Antiquary, we've got Evoker, we've got, already said that, Amalgam, we've got Conduit as an option. All of the last 3, so we're up to 4. Paragon probably can't. Ritualist probably can't. Yeah, it was funny. That was like in the Scooby-Doo doors. In, out for that chase. D&D, that was funny. What are we missing here? Yell Shot almost definitely can't. Soulbeast's another weird one where it was like designed with a Condi weapon, then just like never really had a good Condi build until recently. Even if you take PvP out of it, it's like very odd. Watch that. Good. I wish my skills would work today. That'd be amazing. Trying to think about unreleased crap we don't have yet. Troubadour can. 5. I was like, my brain was like, there's one more. Pseudo, you're an idiot. So 5 out of the 9 can be played as Condi. That's pretty cool. I dig that. I was like, there's no way he lived through that. Not with all the damage Flamethrower does, dog. Not bad for a throw together build, too. Thank you guys for the help. I appreciate it. This is pretty cool. Getting our familiar for the Amalgam traits and whatnot. But yeah, what do you guys want me to play in the beta now that we have more people in here? Because like I said earlier, I was thinking that I might do just like a rundown of like first impressions on each class, but I feel like everyone's going to be doing first impressions of each class. Hey Jude, what's up? So I honestly kind of wanted to focus on the ones that really interested me the most, or that I ended up, the ones that I ended up just wanting to play, because I feel like the content would be more fun to watch too than just I tried all the classes, because I feel like Muckluck will probably have something like that covered, you know? Not that our opinions are always the same. So if there's something you feel like I could add to one of the classes, or something you want to see me test out because you'll be at work or whatever the entire week, let me know. I'm definitely more open to that. I'll grab some water real quick, chat. How's your week going, Geode? Hopefully you're well. Yeah, video games are for fun. That's kind of what I figure. But I don't get killed too hard here. Be right back, chat. Your mini fridge, chat. Since every streamer has a mini fridge, I'd Always curious to know what's in chat's mini fridge. And if you don't have a mini fridge, first off, get one because they're like $50. Second off, what's in yours? I have protein bars and where are they? Olives. I refuse to keep actual food in there because then it would never go downstairs. Also, this is going to be a fun ASMR test to know if this is the most... I can actually use these protein bars on stream, or if they're like the last ones where they are the loudest things in existence. You know what I find really... I think I've talked about this on stream before. The price of fridges is like fucked, right? And it's not fucked because we're back in COVID times, even though we're screwing ourselves in a trade war that's unnecessary and different for different reasons. So the steel industry wasn't doing great during COVID, right? So I had to wait a really long time from when I pre-ordered a fridge to when I actually got it. Like a real-ass refrigerator. I bought a standing freezer that can be converted into a refrigerator for like $200 fucking chat, the other day from a surplus store. Why don't I just have two of those? Why do I need a $5,000 refrigerator freezer combo? I'm being fleeced by big fridge chat. I feel like we all are. It's like that the term litter bug was actually made up by companies back when they were starting to come under scrutiny for just dumping plastics and shit into the environment. So they came up with this whole marketing campaign to judo flip the blame back onto the consumers and started calling people litter bugs. And it had the byproduct of like shaming people into cleaning up their own shit, but it was because corporations didn't want to actually have to clean up their shit and change their practices. So, have a good night, Aries. Take care, dude. It's the same thing that happened with lobster. They could not sell this shit because it was disgusting sea bugs. They literally used to grind it up, shell and all, and feed it to prisoners. Now it's a delicacy. Same thing that happened with bacon. It used to be the fatty cut of the pig. Giant marketing campaign push that made bacon desirable and valuable and stuff. Weird, dude. The things people can be convinced of if you just say it enough. You just say stuff and people believe it. It's insane. I could have made all of that up, chat. You'd believe me. Don't believe anything you hear, chat. Ever. Live in constant fear and paranoia. No, don't do that. Oh, man. I think we got room for one more giveaway. Oh, my God. Stop making me hungry, Dream. All I got is a protein bar till later. Telling me avocado, turkey, spicy jalapeno sauce, and sourdough bread recipes. Alright. You know what? In the spirit of Dreamonology, we're gonna ask a fun question here. Enough Guild Wars nonsense, right? Who cares about that? What's your favorite sandwich, chat? Exclamation point your favorite type of sandwich in chat. You gotta be followed on Twitch or just exist on YouTube. Very important. This will be for 25 gold or 50 gold if you win over on Twitch. Tuna. Getting the entry right in there. I dig it. I respect it. Again, I am Pseudo. Welcome back. We do giveaways every Monday. I stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, sometimes at 9. Looking into a Thursday, or moving the Friday time slot to Saturday because it's rather inconsistent right now. So if a Saturday earlier time slot's something you'd be interested in, do let me know. I would have said meatball too at one point, Geode, but I ordered a barbecued sub at some gas station when I was a kid. I haven't told the story to anybody. It traumatized me a little bit. And I ordered like a barbecue pulled pork sub. What I got was the most disgusting meatball sub I've ever had in my life. It was just like 3 meatballs and a bunch of sauce on bread, and I literally like almost threw up from it or something. It was, I was not only disappointed, I was on like a family trip, so I couldn't complain, and it was like disgusting. I know, first world problems, but that was not a fun experience as a child. These days I'm into weird sandwiches, chat. Yeah, first mistake was custom gas station sandwich. Probably run by like stoners who couldn't have given less of a shit about what I ordered. No offense to them, but yeah, God, that sucked. It's like how I'm not really allergic to anything other than, you know, like bees, right? Not like To my knowledge, not deathly allergic, so I don't have to carry an EpiPen, but I was stung a shitload as a child, so that wasn't a fun experience. Like, I literally stepped on a wasp's nest and had trigger warning. Had a wasp inside my pants, like, stinging me over and over, and it wasn't a bee, it was a wasp, so it could have done that, right? It was not fun. Had to go to the hospital for that one. But, like, I'm not really allergic to anything, but I had, like, one scallop as a child and threw up, so my parents just assumed I was allergic to scallops, so to this day, I just don't know if I'm allergic to scallops or not, and I'm not gonna try it. But I can eat other seafood fine, so it's entirely possible it's just, like, a bad scallop, right? I'm not gonna fight these guys by the door. It's a bad idea, guys. There's 4 idiots and guards. I'm on Clash I do not play. Oh, Holoforge form just puts you in combat. That's a little rough. What is this song? This is Flashbang by Hala CG. Hala CG is another one of the artists that falls into that Rustage Divide music fable category. Gold Phoenix. She is incredibly talented. Go sub to her channel. She does lots of like Honkai Star Rail songs and stuff. Very, 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 very talented musical artist. Power Spear Scrapper, interesting. Do they just use the spear for setups? Like, how do you do damage on Spear Scrapper? Is it just nades? Mortar Kit. I wonder if it hurts as much in PvP. Or if the scaling on it in World vs. World is just screwed. Nades and mortar, okay. Oh yeah, and you have your tool belts, so you get the nade burst. I got you. This is... Oh, no worries. I told you can ask me any song. Yeah, you can knock down the 3 mobs, and then, or 3 seconds of a mob, and drop nades on them. Makes sense. Especially with the quickness trait. I'm excited for Spear on Amalgam, because you actually get a block on Amalgam, and for the longest time, fitting an actual defensive skill into your kit has been really just difficult. Yeah, no worries. Like I said, Hala CG is totally fine with me playing her music. Like, it just does the revenue sharing thing, which is my goal. I make like 4 cents from each of these streams, by the way, chat, anyway. So it's because I don't run mid-rolls, because I, again, want to create the best streaming experience for you guys and girls. So, like, I don't mind doing that. But when my videos get flagged to the point where they don't show up in other countries or, like, different... It's not necessarily, like, the people who make the songs, but the people who own the songs, like, issue strikes against each other, then it's, like, it screws my channel, so I don't want to get caught in the middle of that. So if you hear me playing different music, believe me, I'd love to play, like, Fable or Divide or buy a license from them or whatever it is, but just can't. I've sent them emails, but a lot of that stuff's not even owned by the licenses or the artists, so... Understandable. Unfortunate, but understandable. They're just here to get exploited by a giant music machine. That's why I like a lot of the independent music producers that can do stuff like Nate Wants to Battle on YouTube, who can just like publish for themselves. He's another one who's been doing this crap forever. Same thing with Jonathan Young, big shout out to him. Most of his songs I can just play. Where's the... Speaking of which, chat. We're gonna find it. I know the door's down, hang on. Found it. I can't remember if this got me struck last time or not. We're gonna try it. We're gonna try it, chat. I love this shit. He did a metal cover with the guy who sung the original song. It's so good. If you don't like this, you actually don't have a soul, chat, by the way. Also, again, I don't know. Oh, it's just the Lord's, like, meteor shower. I think that's killing me. Fair enough. I'm just bad. Got too jazzed up on Pokemon metal. You know, as you do. Oh, he's also invulnerable, that's why. It's like, why is he hitting me for like 21k, dude? Yeah, I didn't realize the Racist Indignation just makes this boss, like, fuck you. Used to being able to face tank crap as a warrior. Song owns. Go check out Jonathan Young's channel as well. I think this is him, yeah. Really talented artist. I can honestly even run a celerity sigil on this shit. It's so good. Speaking of anime, chat, is that One Piece live action thing getting a sequel? Or did Netflix just defund it like they do with all their series? Because that was so good. Mostly because Oda apparently actually had input. Got another season, good. Is it out yet, or is it coming out at some point? Or is it one of those things that got greenlit and then like isn't actually coming out? So good, dude. Last day to enter the lotto. So Sora just asked me a very good question. If you are in Vanguards of Ascension, I've decided to change up the lotto a little bit just because we had so many people enter at the last minute. The guild lotto. So what we're doing right now is we're doing a drawing based on how many Zephyr lanterns you buy for the festival. I'm going to do 3 drawings, but how it's going to work is every drawing, the number of tickets you entered for the previous drawing is going to get halved to make it fairer, because people have literally entered like 10,000 tokens already. So if I was going to do that for like the last drawing, you would have literally no chance of like basically winning ever. So for every single successive drawing, we're going to like have the number of tickets that you entered, but it still benefits you the most to enter all 3, like all at the beginning. So if that makes any sense. And we'll be doing that drawing for 800 gem, Oh, I was like, that's not a Deadeye build. No, it's a Daredevil build. In case anyone was wondering in chat as well. Hopefully that makes sense. So if you enter, for example, 100 tickets now or buy 100 lanterns, then you'll have 100 tickets for this drawing, and the next one and if you never enter more, you'll have 50 and then 25. But if you enter 100 the next time, then you'll have 150 for that drawing, and then 75 for the last one. Make sense? Anyone can ask me questions, but mathematically it should work out. Get this poor dragon hunter in the back here. Oh, you're not a ranger. You're a revenant with a short bow. I keep forgetting I have a hollow form, chat. Yeah, I thought so too, Sergio, until I figured I'd just try it and see what happened. I didn't have internet for 3 hours, so I tried to err on the side of no caution. I just explained it, so if you want to rewind like literally 3 minutes. But basically you still benefit from entering early, so don't worry about that. I was just trying to make it fairer because some people have literally like 10,000 tokens, so. Sick, that's good. I'm glad One Piece is getting another season. It'd be funny if the anime of One Piece gets right up to the last manga season and then never the like last manga arc never gets animated. That'd be so troll. I feel like people would act it out with it or animate it themselves at that point, like with sock puppets or something. That shit'd be funny, dude. Internet would riot. I think it'd be pretty funny. With how regular other anime series are, and by regular I mean not regular at all, I think it'd be pretty good and accurate. Like Tokyo Ghoul got what, like 2 seasons back to back, and then we never heard from it again. This shit's so inconsistent. It's like Netflix consistency before Netflix even got there. The C in Netflix stands for consistency, chat. Like the C in ArenaNet stands for consistency. Kinda cleaning up here. Commander's pretty good. Yeah, I do try to let people know if I'm going to be able to stream or not, but it was kind of a question mark today, so I just let it be a question mark. I had a ton of lag, though. Could play better as well. Anime, I feel like they never know when an anime show is really going to pop off. So when one does, they're like, oh shit, get this funded now, and then it takes like another 2-3 years to actually make the fucking thing. Although anime budgets are surprisingly low these days. Like, you save for a while with a decent job in the United States and you too could fund an anime. I wonder if we know that this wall is just down here. I don't appear to be getting hit by a treb. I'm gonna do some work and try to repair this thing. Anyone needs Bog Queen, it's up now. Interesting. Oh, Sergio, you're in time to enter our last giveaway. Exclamation point your favorite type of sandwich. And remember, if you win over on Twitch, you'll win double money. But it's up to you, dog. Our last question for the night. What is your favorite type of sandwich? Very Guild Wars relevant question. Extremely important. I don't think we have enough to repair this. Kind of a problem. Oh, hello. Yep, that's a lot. That's a lot. Probably could have played that better, but it is a kind of a Zerg, so. Ham works. I think Dream is winning with his bacon avocado thing. Or jalapeno avocado thing. Yeah, we need help? Seems like kind of an issue here. I'm kind of okay with that though, Dream. Like different servers doing different degrees of well at different times, you know? I know they just revised the, what's it called? Scoring system, so. I mean, that's fair. Ham sandwiches were my favorite when I was a kid. Very, very, very good. I think it's okay, Gold Phoenix. I just think you need mobility from somewhere. You mean Mace Shield on NG? Same thing. You need the mobility from somewhere. Mace isn't my favorite weapon on NG. Honestly, even after the rework. The projectile's gonna get eaten by, like, everything. I would probably sooner run sword on it. I'm just bummed that, like, short bow wasn't split into 2 different weapons. I would have really preferred NGs to get, like, scepter, or short, like, dagger with the same skills that short bow has, so you could combo it with stuff. I'm pulling this fucking thing, dude. If they're gonna, like, I don't know, do nothing, like... Get here, idiots. We don't hold it easy if the Zerg doesn't get here. Yeah, but our tag only showed up when I used the E waypoint, so maybe that was a misplay, but I don't think so. I got people to do shit.
My hands stable, I feel able to turn the tables. I could do this, just keep moving, keep your hands up, stupid. I feel lucid, a new viewing. I can see the end, I can see my future, I can view it. It's right there for the taking. Everything I've ever wanted.
Fucking Revenant movement speed, dude.
I just gotta fight for it, willing to die for it, willing to like soreness. I just need a hike for it. I'm standing up 'cause I've had enough.
Such a fair class.
I won't give up on my chance. As long as I'm breathing, I'm not retreating. I could be bleeding, I'll take a beating and keep on.
Get him, please, Jesus. Gonna get you, dude. Oh my god, this guy. Is he running the stupid urn? There we go, Jesus. There we go. Oh, you only get 1 stack of stab per use of a skill. Interesting, even though I CC'd 3 things. It's alright. I think we're doing fine, Sergio. Yeah, for Condi, I can see pistol working. The thing people forget about offhand pistol on NG is it's actually pretty good because the immobilize is unblockable. It's kind of a, what's it called? Good nuke skill. Hey, Cohen. What's up, dude? Welcome back. How are you? You're also just in time to enter our last giveaway. Exclamation point, your favorite type of sandwich. Super relevant to Guild Wars, I know. Just kind of screwing around, but it's fun. Did a bunch of Guild Wars questions already, and I'm hungry. This is what you get. There we go. Retaking towers. Ham and cheese. 2 for ham, alright. 2 for cheese now as well. Remember, if you win over on Twitch, you will win double money, so... Let's see. I'll do that drawing in 6 minutes. I'm just glad I got to actually stream tonight, chat. So I did put a post up, like Sergio said, on the channel, which is why people may have not been showing up as much. Also, didn't even think of that. Sometimes my internet just decides, like, I don't get to do my job, like my actual job, not this bullshit. So I didn't have internet for most of today, which was great. I was really hoping it would get resolved, and right before the stream, I got a notification that the service time was not only getting extended from 9 but to midnight. So theoretically, I don't have internet right now. Except I do. Let's just keep jinxing it, right? Anyway, Spectrum's gonna get a fun phone call after this, is, you know, get my account credited, but that's why I put those posts there, because usually if it's just down, I try to let you guys know so you don't, you know, show up and plan and whatnot, waste your time. But if it changes, I'll try my best to let you know as well. But failing that, you can always just hit the notification button after you subscribe and whatnot, so. Yeah, I'm always down to play with you guys. It was a lot of fun. I'm just getting really hungry. I discovered Aldi the other day, chat. Potato salad sandwich, nice. Not biased at all, right? I discovered Aldi the other day, chat. Grocery store is magical. They have all the food that's actually good for you. It's actually affordable. It's great. I loaded up my freezer, dude. I spent like $60, $70 over what I had planned to spend for groceries. I was just like, yeah. It was amazing. I was like, eggs are actually a decent pricer, because a lot of their food's just imported. Apparently it's like a lot of European German stuff. I loved it. $1 bag of carrots. Oh my god. They're so good. Very excited for Evoker. Yeah, but are you even going to play beta Paragon is the real question. Enter your favorite sandwich, Silhouette. I'm curious what yours is. Aldi's is pretty good. Like I have a, we don't have Costco's here. We have like one. We have something called BJ's, which stands for Berkeley and Jensen, but it's way funnier if you don't know that. So I have a BJ's card. Ha. Sex joke. But for real, like they're pretty good and pretty affordable on like the mainstream stuff, but like Aldi's, man. Cannot recommend enough. Definitely going there forever. Not a ton of variety. Don't need it. Honestly, the food's also just really good. Is a hot dog a sandwich, you giant troll? You want to start this debate? Is a hot dog a sandwich, chat? Where's chat's opinion on this? Fuck. Get the guy down. Kill the down guy, come on. Oh, let me rally, damn it. That was close. How many holes are in a bagel, chat? These are the deep questions. Oh, we had a bunch of new subs. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Sorry, I completely missed YouTube. I think a hot dog is a sandwich if you turn it this way, right? A bagel has 4 holes. Now that's a hot take, dude. Like the inside of each slice and then the outside. That's the hottest take of the night. That's some spicy shit, dude. How many holes are in a human, chat? Oh my god. That was great. I haven't had a good hot dog in a while. I feel like a hot dog is all about context because it's just garbage no matter where you get it, right? Although I'm sure there are good hot dogs. It's like how I haven't really had good crawdads in a really long time. I have no idea. I think the straw answer's the same for the bagel, right? So it's either two or none. Ow. Korean hot dogs are dope. Thinking about going to South Korea. I was thinking it was about just flying into North Korea because the flights are way cheaper there, and then you just like, I figured I'd hop over the border. I don't see really anything wrong with this plan. Oh my god. This is not financial advice. Thinking about visiting Cali too, but I probably wouldn't be able to afford more than 8 seconds in actually Los Angeles. Stationed there, I'm guessing. Nice, dude. Hopefully it went alright. He went to GSL to watch StarCraft. That's some shit, dude. That's some next level gamer shit. What are you, a Weaver? Alright. Weaver. Chat's been dunking on your class the whole night. Come on. This guy's a roamer too, I can feel it. Fireworks rune, yep. Chat tells me your class is bad. I don't believe it. Oh god, he has a friend. He has a friend, chat. It's a problem. Problems have arisen. Fuck. The leg's getting better, but it's not. It's still there. I can't blame it on that death on that one though. Yeah, I've heard they're super nice, but also it's got a culture of sexism, although weird, doesn't it? Right, Dream? I've been watching, what's it called? The Ninja Warrior thing that's on Netflix. Physical 100. And even in something like that, you can kind of see the, like, the air of, like, you know, women sort of bowing their heads and, like, the separating into different groups. But, you know, it's a problem everywhere. Everywhere has problems. Here does, Lord knows. Anyway, let's do this drawing, chat. Give away some money. All right, sandwiches, solid answers, lots of ham. Got a hot dog entry, got a cheese entry, got a potato salad entry because he's, you know, knows what's up. Andrew Wheat, you have won. Congrats, dog. I think that's over on Twitch. Let me confirm. I have to scroll way the fuck up. Not seeing it. I guess I'll go by whatever you type in chat. Yep, that's over on Twitch with cheese as an entry. Character name or an account name. That's like 200 gold. Again, like, chat, I give my money away. I do not care. I'm just trying to help people out. Wonder how I make my money. Go watch the video. Hell yeah, dog. No problem, dog. And again, if you're shy and you win one of these, you can always just whisper Salem or SALEM. Or just message me after the stream. Always down. And if you'd like to join Vanguards of Ascension, you're more than welcome. Our only rule is no political or religious stuff in guild chat. Sorry, no fancy mail carrier today, chat. Forgot to change it. Yeah, the fights have been pretty good. Wish I was more comfortable with my buttons and had less lag, but, you know, baby steps. I'm astonished Joko didn't end up being the legend, man. But I don't know if that is, lore accurate. I like Raja. I like Raja as a... Hopefully I'm saying their name right. A legend. World vs. World armor is more passive to make than the other ones, I would say. Like anything, it's going to be time-gated. So, if you just play World vs... Whatever game mode you play, that legendary armor will be easier to make, is the answer. Yeah, give Andrew some congrats, chat. Again, we do giveaways every Monday, so if you like it here, get subbed, get followed, all that nonsense. Try to play upbeat rock music and whatnot. Stream Monday, Wednesday at this point. Sometimes Friday at 9 Eastern, depending on my internet. And one day I'll be able to be a real cam girl. I hope it's good lore, because Sea Monster's my Guild Wars 1 lore snob, because I didn't play it, Dream, and he said they've really dumpstered Guild Wars 1's lore lately. The one that I kind of like 404'd on my brain, in terms of lore accuracy, was I thought Shiro turned the sea to jade, but then they were like, no, the dragons did it, and their magic is leaking, like, they're using that to power their civilization, and it's like, did I just, like, have an aneurysm? Like, Shiro is not a dragon. When did this happen? Like, is that just conscious retconning or what? He has the Jade Scream in the legend. Just seemed very weird. But maybe I'm an idiot, and I'm sure chat will correct me. It's quite odd. Yeah, but they should have, like, played the game. You know what I mean? Like, if I got hired for Guild Wars 2, you can bet the first fucking thing I do tomorrow is playing through Guild Wars 1, man. Especially as a writer. And they've had story people admit they've never played the first game. It's like, dog, at least don't say that. I don't know. I can't judge. I'm not a story writer. I don't know what they deal with. I do know I've talked to my game dev friend, and he said it's very difficult to write episodic stories that are impactful, that don't artificially end on a cliffhanger every time, which I 100% get. Yeah, Shiro did it. Then, like, why is all the Jade tech being powered by Dragon Jade? It's like, is it the Jade just absorbing dragon magic then? Then I can buy that, but, you know, I played through End of Dragons. I didn't get that sense anywhere. Maybe it is. Just weird. Just weird. I feel like the story is the one thing they shouldn't hire contractors for, you know? But this is what it is. This man's a bird. Okay. Don't want to fight. I get you. See if we can take this tower, chat. I like how I can stream when I think I can't stream and vice versa, you know? Hopefully whatever they're doing fixes some stuff, though. Veteran Scout wants a piece. Also, these retro forged weapons are so cool. Just saying. Okay, so in Asian mythology, it stores energy. That's ringing a bell, so maybe it stored dragon magic, as it was getting absorbed by the other dragons we were killing. I could see that. Spoilers, we killed some of the dragons, chat. Man, I'm just excited for a fun pirate adventure. I hope it is a pirate adventure and I'm not gaslighting myself. These are individual walls? I never knew that. I'm learning so much tonight. Oh my god. We'll probably be back on Bladesworn on Wednesday, unless something happens that I want to try out. There's a good chance, though, that I'll get into, now that I've tried it a little bit, solidly into NG theory crafting. Because NG is really interesting in terms of the traits and the stuff it can do. Got some very good options. Pseudo NG arc may actually happen. Not just because of Amalgam, just because I'm kind of done pushing a boulder uphill in terms of Bladesworn optimization. Like, it's always going to be my trash can, but, like, there's only so many years I can cope with that thing. You know? Like, I want it to be good. I don't need it to be good. There's a big difference. And then I genuinely meant it. All the new stuff, including Paragon, even though it's the least interesting of the 9 to me, looks really good. And really fun to theorycraft, so I'm stoked. I know immediately what I would do for NG for World vs. World, and that's full boon duration, Relic of Rivers, gadgets, and AED, because you only have like a 50% chance where they can actually kill you, or 50% time when they can actually kill you. kind of crazy in that regard. Yeah, I'm feeling it, Mr. Krabs. Just gonna pull out my flamethrower and auto this bitch. Glad you guys are feeling it too, man. Thank you for telling me. Hopefully they're fixing stuff, you know? I do give this game credit again because, you know, we're feeling skill lag. You know what this game doesn't have? Maintenance hours. You know how crazy that is, chat? I remember when I went over to play Lost Ark and I was like, what do you mean the game's going down for an hour for them to, like, maintain it every day? Why? Guild Wars doesn't do that. Yeah, World of Warcraft goes down every Tuesday. That's funny, dude. The amount of free shit, like quality of life shit that... This is why I didn't want to say Guild Wars 2 players are entitled, but we definitely don't have perspective, I feel like, a lot of the time for just the unbelievable amount of quality of life, like, crap that we get for free. Like, Guild Wars 2's back-end server architecture and actual decisions that they make as a studio are almost unrivaled. Like, I will call them out for their baffling nonsense, like with Bladesworn and Gale Shot or whatever, but, like, Jesus Christ, man. I don't know if 14 has maintenance. It might not. I've never played it. I'm sure someone will know. What do you mean the game doesn't go down? Yeah, they say, what the fuck? And meanwhile, people on Reddit are like, you know, complaining about the smallest thing. Like, hey, you know. It's like, dog. Come on now. We get more free equipment slots? Should be happy you got 2. Not even a joke. How much you want to bet people are going to complain when they charge for wardrobe slots, chat? Oh no. 200 gems or whatever. Might have to farm some gold in the game and buy them. As opposed to other games where you literally can't do that. Wild. Just... It's not always a just be happy thing, but I feel like in a lot of Guild Wars 2, at this point at least, you can kind of go, just be happy, man. Definitely not always. Skill lag. They're trying to duo our Lord. Credit to him, man. I feel like we almost should have let him have that. Oh, Jesus. They were not trying to duo our Lord. They were just holding it in combat. I need to watch the most recent John Wick movie, chat. Never did. Heard it's great. Just like all of them. Heard they're getting a little ridiculous, but that's okay. This whole Zerg turned around for me. I'm so special. If only they were good. I say as I'm 100% gonna die. Nope. We alright. Oh, and this is PXNDO. I'm sure there's a way to actually pronounce his channel. I just don't know it. He's a remix artist. Very, 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 very talented. I mean, honest to God, Geo, I agree with you, but they were just on sale for 400 gems, and 400 gems is like as much gold as you could get out of the Wizard's Vault. No, it's only you, Cohen. Firebrand actually sucks in World vs. World. That's completely your imagination, dude. It's a little weird that you actually are even saying that, honestly. I've almost never seen a Firebrand in World vs. World. Bladesworn is way more common. Yes, you're gonna see a lot of Firebrand in World vs. World. It is and has been king shit of fuck mountain here. It is unbelievably strong in World vs. World. I don't think they're exactly cheap, but I do think they're affordable. The equipment templates. And I think making them, what's it called, viable was a decent compromise there. I'm the best bait. Boom! So good. Get it in you, chat. I haven't actually heard this song before. It's quite good. I think we just switched to flamethrower, right? Been having this nice three-way all night. It's pretty fun. Green pushed in, red got him from behind. You know how it goes. Shut up, chat. I know you know. Oh, you don't world versus world very often. Okay, sorry. No, that phrasing was exactly correct. I don't know what you're talking about. Fair question then. But yeah, Firebrand is king of world versus world and probably will be forever. Even with Paragon. Good bags, yeah. That was some great cleave. This one is Self-Deception. They are a rock band. They are fucking fantastic. That is not our Zerg! Our Zerg has gone elsewhere! Dude, I'm getting a lot of like double kegs and triple kegs on NG. Maybe I should play NG more, man. Maybe that's what the game's telling me. I'm loving all the mobility I have on this, though. Will Luminary change it? Probably not. And not in terms of Firebrand. I think the only thing that can possibly, even in an imaginary space reality that ArenaNet's living in, where they're pretending Warrior's gonna have a viable support, is, what's it called? Paragon. I don't know if Paragon can possibly ever compete with Firebrand, though, because Firebrand just has so much fucking stability. The only thing that Luminary brings in terms of stability is a second stand your ground. So it's possible that Luminary becomes a bruisier version or an alternative to Firebrand, but I don't think anything will ever replace it. Unless they take stability off Firebrand, in which case that's the worst way they could possibly nerf it. If anything, Luminary will give people some nice variety to have a bruiser as an option. I still think it's so funny that like 3 things got stances and some of the stances move you. This is a stance. What does it do? Kaboom! Stance. One of the NG skills is stomp, but good. I love that so much. I said it during the stream. I think there was someone pointed out that like, what is it called? Amalgam is berserker but functional. Yeah, it's a stance. It turns you into a puddle. You know, like stances do. I'm totally down for it though, man. I don't really care. At some point, I'd like a relic that works with armaments or physical skills or some shit, but you know, whatever. Sure. I hope that some of the warrior stances get reworked to do interesting shit other than just making you damage immune. Then maybe we can have a real movement skill somewhere on our kit too. Wouldn't that be something? Can you imagine having a real movement skill, chat? I think we're playing at like 4 FPS. I apologize for that. I want to try all the new specs. I'm excited. Yeah, and if you have a preference for what you'd like to see me play during the beta... Oh my god, that's like the 5th double keg. Let me know in the comments or in chat. Because I am taking requests at this point. Like, I'm definitely going to try Amalgam. I'm definitely going to try a Gale Shot. Those are a given. But still let me know for engagement. No, like, if you have something you want me to test or see or anything else... because you're going to be, you know, eating cake or busy during the beta or whatever. Please do give me feedback on that. But we'll definitely be streaming the beta on the 20th when it happens. Try to get as much footage for people as I can. This ranger's shooting me from another game, dude. You know what? Fuck it. Give Warrior rocket boots. I'm over not having movement skills. Thief looks really cool just because you can customize the different types of gambling that it seems to have built into it. I just hope that by the time it gets to launch, it doesn't look too dissimilar from what it's previewing as right now, right? I'm gonna do this. You not? I'm waiting for it. I was waiting for the port back. He never did it. Ask me to try Evoker? Sure, if you give me specifics, because there's about 40,000 different types of Evoker. What weapon, what traits? I guess what Grandmaster trait? Are you interested in, like, single element Evoker? Or are you interested in, like, game mode and whatnot? See you, Jude. Have a good night, dude. Thank you for joining. I'm like blinking heavily because I didn't hydrate enough today, chat. And join pretty soon. I'm gonna go eat my pillow in a second here. Delicious, delicious pillow. Alright, one day I'll target the Ranger. There we go. Nice job, guys. Condi built with fire. Alright, alright. Thank you. What I was gonna try was just super meteor shower, Ellie. Like all the cast reduction shit I can and just meteor shower over and over, you know? That was my first idea. For single element crap. No, I'm sorry. So many. I think I hit him. That's a stun break. Oof. See if we can get back to our Zerg. Nice kiting potential on this. Very, very, very solid. Think our Zerg's taking the tower? Yeah, hell yeah, guys. Yeah, no worries. Thank you so much. I'm gonna be going off to bed in a little bit here as well. That was a lot of Thief Burst. I got oinked, chat. Go take this camp at spawn. Grab supply, take the camp, probably call it. But I stream Monday, Wednesday, sometimes Friday at 9 if you like it here. If you like chill streams, get subbed, get followed, etc. Yeah, no worries, D&D. Thank you. Thank you for taking my money. Giveaways every Monday. And we are partnered now, so if you'd like to help support the channel, feel free to use the link in the description, although no obligation. I'm excited, man. Guild Wars 2 is just going to be, especially if they do go back and revise some of the old specs, like, Guild Wars 2 is just going to pop the F off. Other than Mechanist and Bladesworn, do you guys think that any of the older specs really need, like, full-on revisions or, like, real big additions, like more tool belt skills and whatnot? Yep. Well, we got to take something, chat. We just took this camp. So we got to find something to take here. One more objective. Weaver. True. Talked about that a little bit already. Very true. Let me dump this. Oh. All my caffeine's like making me dehydrated because I did not drink enough water because I didn't get to the gym, so I'm just like blinking like a crack addict tonight or something. And feel it staring at a screen. Oh, we didn't take the tower? There we go. Tower acquired. I was like, there's no way they didn't take that yet. Go down and take this camp with them. How would you rework Mirage, though? Like, I feel like Mirage's rework kind of already happened with Dune Cloak, and it was just way overtuned. The thing with Mirage is it's in its own weird bucket of, like, because it's built around doing damage while dodging, and believe me, I played a buttload of Mirage. It's not exactly fair, like, the way it works, so I don't know if they ever could really rework it. Like, the biggest rework for Mirage that I feel like they could do in a healthy manner would be removing energy sigils from the game. Like, I'm not even joking. And then putting a lot of the, like, refunding energy crap once the game balances out back on the actual Mirage kit. You know what I mean? Like, I had half a video on this. Like, energy sigils are the most imbalanced, broken thing in this game, period. And I'd want them deleted from every game mode, and then all the things that, in quotes, need them to play the game compensated, right? Like, I'd rather have that than just, you know, everything balanced around the existence of this one overpowered sigil for every, you know, every game mode, but here we are. Oh, I canceled it. Wow, you can cancel that super late. But maybe that's I know that's an unpopular take, maybe that's a hot take, so. Is what it is. Wow, that does damage. It is called Devastator. But I think if they did that, and then, like, you know, when you hit with an ambush skill, refund, like, you know, 40 energy or something like that, I think that would be a decent rework for Mirage. I don't know, man. Maybe if they just did that and then buffed a bunch of the ambush skills, it would feel a lot better. But yeah, this is an engineer. I'm Pseudo, NG main now. Like, subscribe, follow, all that nonsense. Actually, if you could like the video, that would really help out the algorithm. I don't really usually ask for that nonsense, mostly because subs don't matter anymore, but I don't really do a lot of comment and engagement generally on my streams because they're only live and available after the stream happens. So if you do like the video, that helps. If you don't like the video, that also helps. We're about to get run the fuck over, chat. These frogs just saved this camp. Frogs OP. Nerf frogs. Oh my god. Frogs OP. We need to take one more objective. We can't stop the stream until we do. It's illegal. It's literally illegal. No, the biggest rework for Mirage was the you can't dodge while CC'd or immobilized thing anymore. Which never should have been in the game, but then, like, Soul Beast got their trade-off back with nothing, like no downside. Because my friend plays a ton of Soul Beast. Like, he's played as much Soul Beast as I've played Mirage easily. And he loves the spec. But he acknowledges that, like, eating a dead pet and vomiting it up healthing is not really, like, healthy for the game mode, because Soul Beast has no downsides compared to Core Ranger. Like, kind of none of them do. It's insane. So either they undertuned Core Ranger, like, a lot, and they think that currently, or, like, I don't know. They're just so weird with trade-offs. Again, I'd love to ask Cal some of this stuff. It's like, why does some things have trade-offs and others just, like, don't now? And it's like, I don't know, gremlins. But it is what it is. So much fun, chat. Hollow's so much fun to combo your shit. Especially since it got a lot of its damage back. Yeah, and I know, and people like to point fingers at Trig, but, like, honestly, even before Trig got hired, the giving Soul Beast their pets back without the swap thing is, like, or with no downside, is real weird. So, I don't know, maybe that was a Trig decision, maybe it wasn't. I like Trig, yeah. He seems to have a good attitude. He just doesn't seem to like Warrior very much, but it is what it is. I can't force people to like stuff. Maybe I'm completely wrong and Warrior's his favorite class. We'll see. Anyway, I'm Pseudo. That's it for tonight's stream, probably, unless I get run over by frogs again, which could happen. Like, subscribe, all that nonsense. We'll be back here on Wednesday at 9 Eastern for more streams talking about Guild Wars. And yeah, I'm super excited for Visions of Eternity. So check it out, and cheers. I'll see you guys in Tyria. Thanks for joining. Have a good one.
We weren't born to live our quiet lives. Each of us a flame to let us light the night